good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, real quick, as you could tell by my voice, I just woke up not too long ago. I had to start early, but girl, I needed to show you these. Y'all know I don't play by my nails. They're a little rough. I'm doing this boot camp, you know, for working out and stuff, and honey, the weights have been fucking your girl up. So I'm like, you know what, Paige? How about we not just go get them done like super fast like we normally do? Let's let these kind of fade a little bit, chip off a little bit. And I think that's the vibe, okay? Some of y'all that's watching this, these last 2 to 3 months might have been a little bit bumpy, chaotic, unexpected, weird, maybe even unexpected and weird in a good way, where it's like, wow, I didn't know this was gonna happen like this. There's a lot going on. Or, I didn't think this was gonna make me feel like this, but you know, I'll take it, whatever it is, okay? I just feel like there's been a lot of, that's so funny. Have you guys ever seen Twitches where that dark cloud is like going over and it starts to darken everything? But I'm not seeing this in a negative way. I'm seeing it as in it's just meant to happen for everyone. In some type of way, there's a sense of darkness in regards to, I can't see, what am I supposed to do with this, okay? That's like a message that I'm getting for the collective. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Real quick, let me say this too. Something else that just came to me is almost like, I feel like everybody's in this place collectively where they are being shown what their potential is, what they can have, what they're meant to have, what they're meant to do, how they can push themselves. Sometimes we don't know exactly what we can do until we prove it to ourselves. So there's some type of energy around that. It almost reminds me of like I just said, I'm going through a boot camp. This is like the best way I could describe it without getting all, you know, y'all know how I get. I start floating, okay? This is giving me, like, there are some workouts that I was doing by myself where by myself it was like I would tell myself, oh no, we ain't doing that. Let's do a little modification, okay? You know, I love a good modification, honey. But then when I went to the boot camp, you got other people around you. Could be a little bit of that competitiveness, not necessarily to go against, but to keep up with everybody, because you don't want to be the weakling, right? And I pushed my body and I was like, damn, bitch, you strong as fuck. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't have achieved on my own because of comfort and because of that quick, nah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, like, I'm just gonna not do that, or you know what, I'm not gonna press myself. Basically comfort. So there's something about that here. That's why I chose black. Plus, there's a lot of protection coming through, okay? Maybe even protecting yourselves. Hermit mode. Some of y'all might be going through possibly what I was going through, because I went on a little hermit hiatus. Some of y'all might be walking into that. But the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because I really feel, even if it feels bad, okay, and it's just like, damn, like, we've been here before. I should be doing better. I should be, you know, able to move without getting triggered about this. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what was going on, but this darkness is the canvas, okay? The black is the canvas. Let me say it like that. Black is the canvas. Sometimes we have a white canvas. Sometimes I don't know, you know, I'm gonna just do white and black right now. Black canvas, don't really see. We're looking around, it's black everywhere. You're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't fucking see. This is a miraculous change. When I was getting ready for this reading, I saw 555, radical change. It's giving me magician energy. It's giving me, I'm gonna prove to you that you are bigger than what you think you are, and that you can push yourself and have control over yourself and be disciplined and things like that. There's a lot coming through right now, and we ain't even start the motherfucking reading. But it's just like, oh my God, I'm getting that Kendrick line. Wait. Something. It's giving me, oh, what do you say about the flower in the concrete? The flower bloomed in the concrete. That's the vibe here. It's like there's a lot of, this is not possible, but it happened. And you guys are going to be seeing that. A lot of that is being pressed right now. Where you'll apply it, it could be at some point next year, possibly in the spring. Maybe you'll have that aha moment. But it might seem a little hectic right now. But I'm telling y'all, whatever's going on right now is meant, or whatever this little shadow period, that's what I want to call it. Like, I don't know if it's like a shadow period, but it's like this, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But it's just dark, okay? This is about to help you be like, damn, bitch. I did that. Or really bring a lot of you guys back to faith, because there are going to be some miraculous things that happen. Okay, let's move. So with this reading, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I want to do like the rest of 2022, what you need to know, but I also want to make it general in a sense, like specific but general. So the rest of 2022, what you need to know, kind of like a what's hidden from you, but like what you need to know, what to expect, what's coming, how's it gonna be, how can you make the best of it type thing. But also like just the next 2 to 3 months, because what we got, October, November, December, yeah, bitch, the next 2 to 3 months, what's the vibe, what's the tea, you know, just in case if someone sees this at a later date, it can still apply. Okay, so remember, okay, take what resonates, leave the rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to fit everybody's story. I'm just here to talk to who I'm supposed to talk to in this motherfucking reading. Okay, so for pile 1, we do have the tattoo tarot. I was going to say the tattoo artist. Maybe someone here is a tattoo artist. We have the tattoo tarot. Ooh, secretive. Pile 2, we have the Mystic Mondays tarot. Okay, I felt called to do that. And then pile 3, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas. You guys, I watched this yesterday, and I'm so mad I watched it. I'm sorry. I'm about to make some people mad. I did not like this movie. They were singing way too much. I was like, bae, if they sing one more time, because we were like close to the end, and I just had enough. I was like, bae, if they sing one more motherfucking time, turn that shit off. Man, he started singing. I said, oh no, get Jack off the screen. But anyway, yeah, you guys, so we got 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pick intuitively, and I'll see you guys at your vibe. All right, so pile 1. Okay, what I'm probably gonna do is speak, pause, speak, pause. So if I stop the camera, it's because I had to get my energy and ground it, okay? So let me just tell y'all, a lot of stuff coming down for y'all real quick so I don't get off track. It's always the pile 1s or the pile 4s, honey. So one of those statements that was coming through to me was, there is a need for you guys to know that what you want is obtainable. I don't know if something just happened, and that's going to be for some of you, because I got another message too, because some of you guys may, I don't want to say fail at something, I'm just using that word to kind of like, you know, put the emphasis on it. Some of you guys might have been working on something already and it doesn't work out, but that was meant to happen. Let me explain. Sometimes we go down certain paths, and you know, we're like, yes, this is gonna be it, but then it just, listen, disarray, right? And we're like, damn, why did that happen? You know, we try to, you know, we get real pessimistic, but sometimes that's meant to happen, because in those dark moments, in those dark times, certain ideas get sparked that probably wouldn't get sparked if there was light, okay? A bunch of clarity, okay? A bunch of brightness around what's going on, and vice versa. So anyway, I saw what you want is obtainable, but it's going to take work, okay? Work. So if you guys have been on a bumpy road and you've been trying to obtain something and it seems like it's taking a lot out of you, of course, take what resonates, leave the rest. Do you. I don't want anyone overworking themselves, but really look at what has happened. Does this call for you to completely look at yourself and be like, I'm worthless, I suck, and you know, just really beat yourself up because you weren't able to achieve a goal? Is this a moment where we can start to say, you know what, because this is making me think of someone that I was just talking to on my Patreon. Let me tell you the story really quick. She was telling me about her trying to pursue something, and basically people not appreciating her. Like, some of y'all have platforms, some of y'all want to start a business, and you're like, damn, I see this other person doing this, and people, you know, they give to them, they are there, they're supporting them, but when I have something going on, I'm not even, you know, charging that much or asking for that much. I feel like people don't see me. Some of you guys have went through that, and for the individual that I was talking to, now she's at a point where she's like, I'm about to quit doing what she was doing that, you know, she didn't feel appreciated in, and I'm about to go pursue where I know I'm gonna be appreciated. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. Some of you guys are not meant to stop pursuing whatever that is. You're meant to, you know, build some tough skin, build character, and keep it pushing. Some of you guys are meant to go elsewhere where you are appreciated, really expand your mind. Do you have to stay in this position? So that's going to be for you guys to, you know, figure out, honey. And another thing that I was picking up, there's very great energy around you guys, a lot of creativity. Some of you guys might be a Leo, a lot of creative energy, okay? But I'm also picking up on some anger. There is a message here for whoever it's for, that we need to find a way for us to channel this anger. Some people like to work out, some people like to draw, some people like to yell, some people like to power walk, some people like to take a drive. What exactly for you is going to give you that oomph that you need in order to release that? You guys have been persevering for a while, and some of you guys, your tank might be running low. And if that is the case, and this is, I'm going to tell y'all like I tell everybody else, if you let people, places, and things drain you, they will. You have to be in control of your dominion and yourself, to where it's like, check in. How do you feel? Okay? And I'm not saying get lazy and just, you know, not want to do the work because you just don't want to do the work. No, I mean, if you want to, that's you. But it's more of a like, I'm checking in with myself. For example, I just took that hiatus, you know, and I feel called to share this. So sometimes I tell y'all this, I can put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm a very ambitious person. Some of you guys might be very ambitious, but there might be this energy where something that you really like to do starts to become something that you hate, or that was a strong word, my bad. This is for some of you guys, because now I'm thinking about this other girl who I know that does hair, and she loves to do hair, but the clientele and the lack of appreciation, it's like now my passion and something that I like to do is now becoming a chore. So some of you guys might resonate with that. Y'all have businesses and things like that. So you need to sit down with yourself and be like, what do I need right now? Where can I make sacrifices? Where can I make it more simple? Where are you even putting more pressure on yourself? For example, I was getting all, you know, I always get anxious before I do a reading because I'm like, okay, what do I need? But I'm like, fuck that, bitch. You got this shit. The message is the message. It's for who it's for, and it's not for who it's not for, okay? Get your deck. You're tapped the fuck in. Don't overcomplicate it. And sometimes we have to have that conversation with ourselves, okay? So, another word that was coming through was detour. There may be a detour on the way. Some of y'all have already went through it. Like I said, trying one thing and then being pushed another direction. Is all leading you to that same place. Take it how it resonates. You just never know. Like, sometimes the path doesn't look like how we think, okay? For example, this is just an example. Let's say you want to have a lot of money. You want to be a millionaire. This is just an example. So you're on this this progressive just uptick, okay? You're going up, you're stepping up the steps, everything is working, you got a business, it's getting money, you got endorsements, you got opportunities. So that makes more sense to you. It's like that level up. You know, you might have got knocked down a little bit, but level up, that's leading you to where you're going. But let's say you get to a point on that staircase where, like I said, people aren't appreciating you, or you're burnt out, or you're starting to lose, why did compassion come through? Compassion, empathy, you know, whatever the fuck. You got shit going on. And Now it drops to the point where instead of like having that momentum to, you know, take those endorsements, those different brand deals, now you're like, you know what, I'm about to simplify. We're going on a new route. I'm about to simplify. I'm not going to take those deals. I'm going to focus on rebuilding myself and then slowly rebuild back into what I was working on. Okay, that might have been a little bit confusing. If you're listening to me with headphones, honey, I talk with my hands, so you might need to look at the video to understand what I just said. But there's something here about it's all leading you to the same place. And I don't mean the same place just on a basic level. I mean on a grand scale. What is your big goal? Because these detours, they're leading you there. There's things that are meant to be learned on these detours. They're meant to happen. So try to embrace them. Easier said than done, I know. But yes, okay. Going forward. Because honey, let's talk about your words. This will, real quick, this was giving me these types of cards. There's a lot of symbology here. Some of you guys have a choice to make, or you will. Honey, I'm telling y'all got good energy here. When I think of this gold, and you know, I can view these little whatever the fuck these are, these little dressers that I painted. Girl, they got fucked up because, let me tell y'all real quick rant. I was trying to make them glow in the dark, so I had this glow in the dark spray paint, and I should have read the reviews because it was some janky ass spray paint. Girl, my shit was looking luscious. Now it's looking all ashy, just uneven. But you know, it does what it needs to do. Maybe some of y'all are looking at yourself like that. You're losing your spunk. You know what I'm saying? You know, you was just on this high. I'm telling y'all, I feel like some of the collective was on this high. It was like, I'm feeling good, and then it just went. And it was like, why do I feel like this? Why is this coming up right now? You know, we did have that retrograde. But let me just tell y'all have really good energy around money. What does yellow represent to you? Because this could just be from my perspective, because when I think of this gold, I think of prosperity. I also think of this solar plexus. I think of the sun. But what does yellow mean for you? What does the sun mean for you? What does this bright color mean? Does this mean clarity? Does this relate back to Leo when we think of the 5th house and we think of creativity and, you know, drama plays, what gets us going, okay, our passions? What does it make you think of? Now, again, remember how I said the detour is leading you to the same place. I just want to motivate y'all and congratulate y'all. Please keep going, okay? Y'all been through a lot, but I'm telling y'all, you are going to see, because even if you go this way, you got the gold over here, you got the gold over there, you're gonna be successful in something. Something is going to work out for you. I do feel like it has to do with finances, maybe even your confidence. For those that have businesses where they're trying to branch out to other places, you know, get that word around town type of vibe where it's like people are saying your name and they're talking about your product. I see really good energy about that, okay? But honey, I know you see that black. I know you see the black, okay? It will take for you to go in this state, and I hate to say dark, because it's, when I say darkness, I don't mean it in a bad way. This is not a bad energy. But there are going to be times where you feel like picture if you just jumped right here and that's all you saw was black. You just jumped on this. I'm thinking of Beetlejuice, and all you see is black everywhere, you know? It's hard to have faith in a situation where you can't see shit. But this is where your powers are going to start to show up, your skills. I don't know how else to say that without spending too much time on this shit, because we're spending way too much time on the dresser. So let's, okay? You either got it or you don't got it, babe, okay? Look at this. We have anger. Even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. That could have something to do with this, okay? Some of you guys, I don't know why I'm picking up on, there could be a, you know, ooh, there's a card. If there's a certain card that comes out, I know exactly what message to give y'all, but we'll see. But some of you guys might be arguing with family, or there's something that's just not rubbing you the right way. Or this might be what happens next, you know? These are just general messages. I don't know if this happened already or if it didn't, honey, or if we're just highlighting it. But something that I feel like it's giving family, like we're arguing about something that happened, something might be coming up that gets you where you're like, what the fuck? Try to channel that a certain way, because where you're going, you know how they say when they go low, we go high. I agree with that. But I see y'all going a little low at first, but y'all gonna go back up high. It's something here. Let me keep going. Boldness. Don't take this lying down. Get up and fight, but fairly. You see, that's so crazy. This fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle. That's the vibe. Sometimes you don't gotta get super nasty, super rude. So nasty and so rude, honey. You don't gotta get super nasty and super rude to let somebody fucking know, or to set the tone and set the tempo. I was telling the person that I was talking to, I said that is why it's gonna be important for you to check in with yourself and set the vibe and set the tone. That's why I let y'all know, for example, that I take periods to myself, because I know me. And I know when my energy when my energy gets drained, or when I need some time to myself, or when I'm starting to get into a place where I'm getting depleted. So take whatever this means to you and put it, you know, do what you will with that. But I do feel like we have something that's saying anger, then we have boldness, and they're kind of like boom, boom, you know. But it's like, what I'm picking up on is there's a need to, with this anger and that momentum, and with this boldness and that momentum, instead of having one overpower the other because you still want to validate your feelings, there's some way where you can meet some type of equilibrium, some type of balance, to where you feel those emotions, because we don't want to just act like they're not there, but feel those emotions and channel that energy to where it's like, oh my gosh, how can I describe this? Girl, I'm telling y'all, there's like a painter in my mind where they're just painting a picture and I'm trying to describe it. But it reminds me of a lyric from Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem. What was it? Family Ties. It's just that vibe of, I've been through a lot, and you know what? No one could really tell me anything. Like, I'm open to learn, but I'm about to step on motherfuckers' necks. But I don't gotta do it in a rude way. I don't gotta, you know, fuck you up. I'm gonna just let my craft and what I do really speak volumes. I'm gonna let the respect that I have for myself speak. The more you have respect for yourself, this is a message for somebody, because somebody's getting caught up in the whirlwind. It's almost like, and I feel like this can happen for tarot readers a lot. Sometimes the energy will rush you to get a message out, or rush you and be a little bit abrasive. You have to be like, I'm in control. This is my shit. Okay, I'm doing this. And really kind of like balance it out and slow it down. Something may feel fast paced. You may feel like people want a lot from you at this time. It's draining you, but you have to come back to yourself and be like, how can I set the pace and set the tempo? Okay, that's for somebody. Okay. Preservation. Reevaluate this. Girl, there's a lot of shit about a battle. What's going on? Reevaluate this battle you are engaged in. A hasty retreat may be in order. Self-preservation may be the only thing salvageable. You know, that's so crazy, you guys, because when I was, let me see if I could figure out what cards it was. It was in this deck. I hadn't really asked a question yet. I was still in my mind about it. But there was something that came up, and it had something to do with like what you need to walk away from. And I feel like it has something to do with, because we had the warrior. I don't know if you guys are angry about something. I don't know if you're thinking about, you know, really, you know, turning up at this spot. I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. But what does preservation look like for you? What does it look like? Do you need to go into a little bit of a hermit mode? That's for you to, you know, let me know. Now, I did roll these dice to see what angel numbers I needed to pull for you guys, and then we'll get into your spread. We have the number 5, 11, and 10, okay? Also, another, some more numbers that were coming up for you guys were 4, 1, and 5, especially 5. So we have number 5. I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. I'm telling y'all, there's a detour coming, something that's gonna be like, damn, I gotta bend a little bit to make this work, okay? But anyway, Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances. Have faith in yourself, you guys, and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold and Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. You know what's so crazy? So I just joined this boot camp. This is what I'm saying, y'all. I don't know if it's just me, but I can find messages anywhere. I just joined this boot camp and, you know, we work out and stuff. And I probably wouldn't have this message to give y'all. I mean, I used to do, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a message I want to give y'all because when I thought of I am adaptable, I thought of like the ropes that you have to throw. Y'all know what I'm talking about, girl. My arms hurting just trying to mimic it. But it was like, one day the ropes was like, they was doing their own thing. I'm like, damn, bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? It's almost like they had a mind of their own, and I was trying to keep up with the ropes. And I had to really like calm my mind and kind of flow with the ropes and then regain control so that I can get a good rhythm going, because I don't know what was happening, y'all, but it was like it's almost like, you know how they say, are you walking the dog or is the dog walking you? It was giving that, okay? So how can you get back into some type of control, flow with it? Because sometimes you got to flow with it. You know, we all talk about flow, right? Sometimes you got to flow with it to see exactly what's going on. If you always fighting the current and this wave, it's like, how you know what type of wave it is? You know how tall it is? You know what's going on in there? You know, you don't really know. So you got to kind of flow in there, be in that, and then be like, okay, I know what I need to do. It's going to come to you. 11. You could be an Aquarius. I am intuitive. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. Some of y'all know it's about to be a shift. Stop playing with me. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. I am intuitive. This is something that, you know, because I have different messages for this one. How does that apply to you? Where can you really, you know, really gas yourself? Maybe I need to gas you the fuck up, bitch. Where can you gas yourself and be like, oh yeah, I got this, okay? Why aren't you guys trusting yourself? What happened? I don't know. There's something I feel like caught y'all off guard, or there's this energy of this happening where it's like it catches you off guard and you start to question yourself. And that might be why this is being highlighted, because it's almost like Spirit's like, okay, this happened or this will happen, so let's tap into some of those skills that we can use to try to mitigate from us just really going down a dark little hole of feeling bad about ourselves and things like that. 10. Got some Capricorn energy coming through here. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details. Come on, y'all. Then direct others how to carry things out. I am ingenious. That's the vibe. And that's, let me tell y'all, you need to, pile one, you need to put some motherfucking respect on your name. That's the main issue. That's something that's very much so coming forward from Spirit, from God. Really, okay? It's this energy of when are you gonna put some respect on that name? Okay, reel it in. Y'all letting something here take a little bit too much control over what you got going on. And for some of you guys, it can be clientele. Death, just pop the fuck out, okay? Let me see, how can I hype my pile one up real quick? Hype up my pile one up. What's something they need to know about themselves? Some good, like, what do they need to know about themselves? Something to hype them up. And I'm going, ooh wee. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take those 3. Okay, some of y'all have a lot going on. It's a lot of ideas, and I get like that. Sometimes I just get so fucking passionate, and there's so many ideas in my mind. They're running, but then it tires me out, you know? Before I can even do anything, I'm just like tired because my mind was just overworking. And I'm like, okay, boom. You just don't know where to start. Some of you guys need to simplify it, because we do have the 9 of Wands here. The way I'm reading this is simplifying, okay? He don't got no color. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, that's the vibe of we're starting from that blank canvas, okay? And we are reconstructing our vision of what we need to do in order to get where we're going or in order to get to a certain goal. Okay, so yes, I feel like there is a way of simplifying and also working hard towards what you got going. Okay, this doesn't take away from that message that I told you guys about working hard to get somewhere. You know, honey, some of y'all like y'all on y'all last leg, but honey, it's about to be a breakthrough. There's something though. Don't look at it as a failure. Take this if it resonates. Although you got this far, and yes, you're gonna go farther, okay? There's good things. At this point in time, something that was working before that got you to this point may not be working right now. It is okay to let that go and adjust, okay? That's for somebody. Boom. So, ooh, yes, my girl. Listen, you guys. When you pick this, the thing about this, so y'all don't know, this shit is sealed shut right now because I sprayed it. My other one opens though. So something here is going to be very mysterious, very secretive. Something that you do very well. You guys are very seductive. You guys look the fuck good, okay? I don't care what you think you look like. I can see it right here. You look the fuck good, okay? This is that type of energy. Damn, how can I say this? I know I'm supposed to be... I don't want to say a spiritual teacher, but honey, my little analogies do be sounding a little bit fucked up sometimes. I'm gonna just say it how it's coming through. Some of you guys might feel like you don't fall in line with like what society says you're supposed to look like, but it doesn't fucking matter because something about you makes you very attractive. This is a lot of water type energy. We got some Scorpio, maybe even some Pisces, honey. You put people in a fucking daze, bitch. Yeah, you do. And for my men, honey, listen, y'all bring them in too. I don't want y'all to think I'm just talking to the ladies. There's a very magnetic energy about you guys that really brings people in. They're very attracted to you. For my men, women probably want to do stuff for you. There's a lot of that. You guys have options. Hold on really quick. Yes. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on really quick. Oh, they're funny. They're funny today. Okay, who's a Scorpio in the mix? Somebody here. Okay, I'm supposed to be gassing y'all up, but I can't walk away from this. Some of y'all, did y'all cut somebody out? Something happened here, and y'all are like ready to get your lick back, okay? Somebody here is like probably looking up some videos about what's their karma for what they did to me. You know, it's a lot of like, I want to know how motherfuckers is gonna feel when I get this shit together. Okay, let me see. What are you trying to tell me? Just a second. Okay. How can they come out of this? You know what's so crazy, you guys? Okay, they want that to come out first. Yes. You guys can make a way out of no way. You guys are very smart. You're very diligent when you apply yourself. You have a vision that a lot of people don't have. Regardless of what the vision is towards, you can see things from a different perspective, and you also have a momentum to yourself that can really get shit going. You take risk, or there's a need to take some risk, okay? But you know what's crazy, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all, you're definitely the shit. I was getting that Leo vibe, strength, and we got a lot of Scorpio coming out. And you know, Scorpio goes through some hard lessons. This is the thing, you guys. Two of Pentacles. How can we balance, okay? Do we need to simplify in order to make shit, you know, better for us? Some of you guys, look at that wave back there. We were talking about the flow, the body. Damn, she's built. That's how I'm trying to look, bitch. That's how I'm trying to look, okay? That's why I'm about to be looking like that, okay? How can you guys feed your mind, your soul, your body? This is someone, in my opinion, who, one, you could tell by their body. Not trying to take it there, but this is, whoever this is, they're strong, okay? I see those muscles. Your spiritual muscles have been flexed, okay? We got some atrophy, is that how you say it? Atrophy happening right now, some tears to rebuild. If you know, you know. But it's like, at this point in time, your spiritual muscles have been flexed, and I don't want to say you guys are on a route of burnout, but it's just like, how can you give back to yourself during this time? There's a way that you can carry out what you're doing but in a more balanced manner. Like there's a way to balance it out, okay? And I feel like that's something that's being highlighted here, because I'm trying to gas y'all up. But what I'm seeing here in these cards is that y'all are y'all own worst enemy. It's giving you choose the harder route. And I don't know why that is. I don't know. And maybe that's just what's meant to happen on your path. I don't know. But something here, you know what this is giving? I'm just going to be very frank with you. It's giving, you did this to yourself. No, seriously, I'm sorry. It's not like that, you guys. It's just giving, why are you, someone could get mad that I said that, I'm sorry. It's just giving like, why are you overcomplicating this? Why are you overcomplicating this? Why are you spending all this time focusing on that injustice without also, you know, looking at the pros? It's like you're either one way or you're the other. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. One way. Ooh, hocus pocus. 2 was so funny to me. Just had to say that. But some of you guys, there's a routine that you may have right now. And it could be like that guilty pleasure, thinking about, you know, enemies and how you're going to get them back, or thinking about, you know, what an ex did to you and how they hurt you, and thinking about, you know, what you're going to do, you know, or feeling bad for yourself, sulking. Like I said, it's fabulous to feel those feelings. You got to feel that shit, okay? However, it's like, when are we going to come up out of that? We don't have a balance here. Like, one of the things that they taught me in therapy is like, have a set time, and this is just an example because this ain't gonna work for everybody. Have a set time for you to worry, get anxious, you know, do whatever the fuck you need to do, and then move on. Something here is like, you're being asked to move on from this. Yes, you may have to start over in a sense, in some capacity, but this is needed, you guys. I don't know what's going on here. You're needed. You're needing. You're needed. You're needing, based off of this energy, to be okay with having to start fresh or having to move forward without getting the reciprocity, without getting the answers. Maybe someone did you wrong, you ain't got an apology, okay? It's like some of you guys are looking for something here. There's something that happens to somebody here where it's like, that apology is going to help me move forward. Or seeing people, you know, fall, and you know, while I'm going up, whatever the fuck it is, y'all, it's like, that's gonna make me feel better. But one thing that's being emphasized, I feel like God is trying to say, hey, I know you think that may make it better, but haven't you been here before? You know, for example, you might slash that man's tires and think that that's gonna really fix everything. And maybe for the moment it's invigorating, it gives what it needs to give, it's like, ah, I got him, okay? But then it's like, dang, I still feel this sense of pain. The responsibility is still there, like, or whatever the fuck, whatever this is about. There's something here that I feel like you guys aren't looking at. Maybe because it's something that you don't want to face right now. Maybe it's hard to face. What's the word, Lord? Come on, bring it down to me, because I don't want to spend too much time. It's almost like that vibe. I keep getting this energy where someone is like, until I get this motherfucker back, or until this balances out, in regards to something that was done to you, it's like you're looking outside of yourself for the balance. This could be an apology from somebody, money given back to you because someone stole from you, someone cheated on you, and you know, you want them to get their heart broke. I don't fucking know. It's something like that. And instead you're being asked to remember who the fuck you are and bring it back to you. That will come. I don't know who, someone is getting karma here, and your success will be the karma, okay? But it's like, instead of looking outside of yourself, just know that you have all the tools in order to balance this out. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. Y'all, I even have my times where things get a little chaotic. That's when I fucking simplify. I'm like, okay, what's gonna make me happy? Boom, okay, buy YouTube, buy Patreon. Where's the ocean? Where's nature? Where's the gym? Okay, boom, okay, that's what I do. So what is that for you? Something outside of you that you may think is gonna help you to move on from this. I feel like it's only hurting you guys more, and you're being asked to please just move without having that information. For example, and then we're moving on. Because I'm trying to get it out the best I can, because I know not everybody understands what I say when I speak. I do, because I'm trying to articulate it, but I know it can get confusing. It's very like, it's very intricate. I really go in there. But just as an example, real life example, you're in a no contact situation and you feel like if you just speak to that person, you'll be able to clear something up, or you'll get the closure that you need. Honey, for somebody here, the no contact, the lack of communication is the closure at this time. And it's almost like I keep hearing, instead of you waiting to see if they're going to call or checking, how about we move forward as if they're not going to come back? Starting fresh from a different perspective, finding balance within yourself, showing yourself that you can move on without that other individual having to play a part. Some of you guys are being led to an individual journey where your self-esteem gets built back up, because I don't know what happened that made y'all forget about yourselves. But yeah. Damn, pile one. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. I'm supposed to be talking about the rest of the year, but I don't know. That was like something that was like, okay, no, bitch, we got to talk about that right now. So let me pause this really quick, and I'm about to rejuice myself, and then I'm gonna come back with, the rest of the year for you guys. All right, I'm back. Ooh, everything is just as suspected, honey. All right, let me pause Tasha K. Some of the cards you might not be able to see, but it's okay as long as I can see them. Whoa. It's crazy. I think everything I've mainly already said, so this ain't gonna be too long. Let me tell y'all. So when I asked about what, for the rest of 2022, the next 2 to 3 months when you're seeing this, what's the vibe? What's something that needs to be highlighted? How is it going to go? Honey, you got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords was clarified by the Ace of Swords. To the side, we had the Knight of Wands. Now, if y'all get certain messages from this, take that as well. But something that I'm picking up on is exactly what I was trying to articulate earlier, which is moving away from what is causing you anxiety. This could even be a forced move. This could be moving forward without having clarity. Like I said, this is taking that leap of faith almost. Some of you guys, what I see happening for you is there is going to be a sense of confidence in a specific area. The thing that I can't really say right now is when it's happening. I don't know if this is happening before or after what we're going to talk about right here. I do feel like some of you guys are in a place right now where I just feel like sometimes we're just not meant to be in a place of everything is going good. Sometimes we're meant to be in a place of, I don't want to say fear and anxiety, but just those energies that can make us uncomfortable. Sometimes it's meant for us to get to a certain conclusion on our journey. And I do see that for you guys. However, at some point, what the main angle is going to be for you guys is a revived spirit, equilibrium, balance, love for yourself, confidence, so that you don't start beating up yourself or letting other people beat you up and tell you who you are when you know who you are already. There's a lot of self-awareness here, okay? There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of energy, okay? There is a knowing that although you don't know what's next, or although you didn't get the clarity that you felt like you needed in order to move forward, it's almost like you're creating the clarity. There's a lot of you being in control with this type of energy. This is, I know that God has a plan for me. I know my abilities. I know that I'm worthy. And although I thought I needed that closure, or I thought I needed whatever I already put in my mind was going to bring me clarity, although I thought I needed that in order to push forward, I know that clarity is going to meet me at my destination regardless. So I'm not going to wait around no more. I'm taking action towards something that is calmer, something that is more peaceful. Sometimes we have to take that uncomfortable leap, literally a leap of faith. 333 was just on my camera. That's the vibe here. Because I do feel like there is something that, and I do think it might come after some of this. This is like that vibe of, I was trying so hard to maybe control the dynamic. I was sulking a lot. I was sabotaging a lot. Unbeknownst to me, whatever the fuck, right? There's this vibe of like being so tired of that energy to the point where you're like, fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, I'm moving. Okay, and I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna all work out in my favor, because it is. Now, moving into love, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, I see. So those that are in a relationship, you know, it's vibing, it's healthy, it's whatever, right? Your partner is going to be a cheerleader for you, okay? Some of you guys have businesses and your partner wants to really be involved. This is for some. There's a partner that really wants to be involved, so you might ask them like, hey babe, like how does this look? Do you like the way this cover looks? Or hey babe, 444 on my clock when I looked up. Hey babe, I want to start this business. What do you think? Whoever this person is, they have a very keen eye. They could be, I don't know why I was about to say an Aquarius. That hawk is making me think of air. They could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They have a very, like mental type of mind. Does that make sense? Whoever this is, they're very keen with observation. They could be a Virgo as well. They look at everything, and they can even be very analytical, but someone wants to help you. However, the reason why I like this energy is this is giving power couple vibes, because whoever this is, they're going to support you, and they don't mind being your wingman, but they're not going to get in your way, because I think you've already expressed, or your energy is giving off that energy. Your energy is giving off that vibe where it's like, I'm gonna do me, or I have a goal, I'm getting to that, so don't get in my way. For example, you might have a strict schedule that you want to follow so that you have time to not only, what the fuck? Where's my water? Hold on, girl. Oh. Maybe your partner's quiet, but this is the vibe of, I have a strict schedule. This is what works for me. This is what makes me feel good. But I also have a goal to achieve. This could be with money, finances, wealth, your business, whatever, right? How you look about yourself, how you feel about yourself, what you look like, okay? Some of you guys are trying to do something with your hair. I don't know if it's grow your hair. Some of y'all might be Ivy for Halloween. I'm loving that red hair. I love red hair, girl. It's giving fire. It's giving desire, okay? But yeah, I see this person being a cheerleader for you. They're not going to get in your way. They may feel, or there may be like this period where you're just not really in a place where you want to deal with your emotions when it comes to love. Which is why, if we segue over to my singles, I'm not gonna lie, some of you guys are really finding your voice again. You're finding that oomph. You're getting back into your groove, and you might not be in the mood to really engage because you almost see it as a distraction. Now, you might have a little side piece or a little somebody that you talk to here and there. They could also be that person that comes in with some type of knowledge, or y'all work together on some type of partnership. This could even be, some of you guys may end up collabing with somebody that ends up, it's like they're collabing with you and they want to work with you, but they're also trying to get close, okay? Yeah, this is giving strictly business. So overall, in love, and just period, I don't really see you guys wanting to engage fully. You have more of a, it's not giving in love, oh, whoa. It's giving, I'm flirty, but I'm detached, okay? But with those pentacles, honey, you look the fuck good. Some of you guys, your wardrobe is really stepping up. It's like you look good, you feel good, you look fiery, you're in control, you have that keen sense of awareness with self, and that is going to be what starts to manifest the things in the physical realm, which you actually see in front of you that are tangible. Not talking about the spiritual realm, but everything is coming into alignment. Your actions, from that confidence, releasing the things that aren't serving you, taking that step, it's all starting to align and look a certain way in this physical world, okay? Now, for some of y'all though, the problem is, well, I won't say it's the problem because I do feel like this is meant to happen. Some of you are going to be very resistant. Ooh, ew, I didn't want to go there. Okay, some of y'all definitely have someone that's coming back. Now, when I say they're coming back, we got to remember sometimes exes can come back in a way that can really put us in a place of being pissed the fuck off, okay? I can see that here. Someone that you blocked may try to get through. That's so funny. I thought of a Gemini. I don't know why. Even though, yeah, I thought of a Gemini. Even though I know that's a Libra, but I thought of a Gemini. Yeah, let me just tell you this. Do not let, for those where this is going to resonate, do not let with this person, ooh, she got muscles. Yeah, you guys are in a better place. Please trust yourself when dealing with situations that pop up, that used to pop up where you kind of fell short. For example, you might have had somewhat of a, I don't want to say the word weak, but you might have had a vulnerable moment where you let somebody back in that you knew you had no business letting in, you know? Trust yourself. You're at a point, you know, use your own judgment, because sometimes we know better, you know, you're going to know better. But if someone was to come to you and try to, you know, push past your boundary, you are more than capable of handling that, okay? I just heard Fantasia, when I see you. Is that Fantasia, girl? When I see you. It's almost like some of you guys might have like someone blocked because you don't want to see them, look at them, get triggered by them. And I feel it. Okay, and that might be an action that you guys take. For those that are dealing with somebody that's just like not really giving what needs to be given, I'm getting a real big blocked, or just closing off your emotions and really getting into your bag and feeling good about yourself. There's like no more Mrs. Nice ma'am, or no more Mrs. Nice or Mr. Nice sir. Okay, it's giving that. Now let's move over to work. This is a bit concerning, but it's not concerning because like I said, I feel like this is what's going to happen in the end. That warrior, that I got my muscles, I'm feeling good, money's looking good, I'm feeling more balanced, I believe in myself, but it comes, you know, at a price, okay? So for work, we have the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Devil. Listen. Listen. Multiple messages, I'll just put them out and then we're going to move. Some of you guys are weeping and wallowing in what you used to have. I really just feel like this is a lot of you forgot what your skill sets are. You forgot who you were. So some of you guys might be taking a little bit of a beating when it comes to work. Maybe you have a boss that overworks you. It's almost like there's this energy of like, I lost myself and now I'm just going and letting things just fester, when actually I need to embrace that I'm a confident person and that I am worthy and that I can make another opportunity come about. So if you guys lost out on a job, because this is giving, I don't know, some of you guys are going to come to some type of realization about a job and it's like you got to let it go. Some of you guys might end up getting mistreated at a job and it forces you to let it go. Some of you guys, the finances at that job are not going to be as abundant as you want them to be. Something is going to feel a little bit tight. You know, I'm not going to lie about it. You know, maybe this message ain't for everybody, but this is for somebody in here. If you guys start to feel this, I'm telling y'all, that is how God be trying to talk to us for us to move and go somewhere else. When you start to get sick and tired of being sick and tired at a job, then the money start going, then you seeing people get promoted over you, then you starting to feel like you a slave, you doing a lot of work but not getting a lot of that moolah. It's like, come on. Because what's going to be highlighted to whoever this is for is that you have a choice, multiple choices, but it does involve you having to walk out of one door and into another one. Really, it's walking out of one door that is for certain there into some type of abyss. We do see another house here, or like houses, buildings. That to me is giving new start. There's a little bit of clarity right there. However, you got to walk past that door. What is that door? Is it sealed shut? Are you sealing it shut? Are you scared to get your feet wet by the wine? Is there broken glass? You know, we do see that long trail right there leading to whatever this is. But that's what I'm saying. What you want, going back to what we had in the first start, bringing it, or in the first part of the video, bringing it back full circle, what you want is obtainable, okay? But it's just gonna take some work. And for some of you guys, you're going to need to take a detour. Let whatever this is go. Not, oh shoot, easier said than done, right? But whatever this is, it's not making you feel good, okay? Whatever this is, it's really putting you in a lack mentality, and it's keeping you stuck in a certain mindset. And there's just this very big momentum on, we need pile one to get back into their bag. They're not saying you have to be perfect, but we need you to break free from this type of energy where you forgot who you were, so that we can push you in another direction. Now, for some of you guys, this is just meant to happen. Some of y'all just have a hard lesson that you have to learn in some capacity with emotions, finances, certain relationships, because this is just giving a hard lesson. If we want to just simplify it, some of you have to go through a hard lesson in regards to work, career, that ends up trickling over into your emotional, you know, other areas of your life. Some of you guys could be a Capricorn, you know, you take it serious, okay? But this needs to happen. This is a big change in order for better change to occur. Okay, that was a little rocky. So we have 5-5. There are, this hard lesson is what needs to happen in order for you guys to move, okay? This hard lesson needs to occur because this is going to spark something within you guys. I can't speak for everybody, but it's going to spark something in you that's going to push you into this more confident energy where you believe in yourself and where you're not settling, and it's going to push you in a new direction. You know, when you ready to go, I don't know about y'all, but when I'm ready to get the fuck out of somewhere, honey, my mind gets creative. When I feel like I'm like getting depleted, or I'm just, things ain't going how I need them to go, I'm going. Some of y'all might get outcasted from your job or fired. I'm just going to say it. It's a blessing in disguise. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. Now, spiritually, what you're moving into is this Lover's energy, okay? Equilibrium, balance, love. Some of you guys where your partner is going to be like your rock. I could see that, you know, moving forward. I could really see that. It's like there's a lot of energy around at least having one person in your corner, you know. Also, with this Lover's card, just know there's going to be a new opportunity that presents itself. Once one thing is lost, we do have the Devil going into the Lovers. What's lost will be replaced. However, one thing that I'm worried about with you guys is lack of confidence, overthinking, you know, not being open to a new experience because you're so used to what was. And you know, at the end of the day, I can't just tell you, you know, I say it, but I really can't just tell you to let it go. But I will say you will be put through another test so that you can let it go. Sometimes we have to be reminded of how what we were holding on to is really not even that great. Have you ever was holding on to an ex, but when you really sit down and think about it, you're like, what the fuck am I holding on to? This motherfucker wasn't giving me nothing but some dick and bubble gum, nothing else, okay? That's it. What am I holding on to? But there was a lot invested into whatever that was for you, whatever that ex situation is for you, just as an example. So I can understand why your mind reverts back and forth, and then you become anxious, you overthink, you don't really want to mingle. But your advice is the Three of Pentacles. work with this energy. If this has to do with a new job, get to know the people there. Really engulf yourself in this change and work with it. Things are going to work in your favor. But if you continue to choose to delay letting whatever this death card means to you go, it is going to create this loop of anxiety. And I know you guys are going to come out of it, but this is just bringing me back to the cards that we talked about in the beginning, leading us to him. You see that? And it's so crazy. Underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something here. Ooh, and underneath that is the World. Ooh, and then the High Priestess. Listen, I wrote it down right here. I said, my handwriting, don't mind it. I said if the Fool, High Priestess, or whatever, and the Two of Swords comes out in one of these spreads, that means that not everything you're supposed to know. Like, you're not meant to know everything moving forward. So just know these struggles, these hard lessons that I keep picking up on, if y'all find yourself in a continuous loop, please pay attention. But this is about to push you into a big, big direction, okay? Obviously that High Priestess is really staring at me right now, so I really cannot tell you anything more because you're not meant to know. I'm telling y'all, sometimes we just go through periods where it's like, no, don't you tell Pile 1 what they got coming in full, because we don't need them trying to duck and dodge what we have coming up next, because this is what's going to help them on their journey, okay? Now, yeah, some of you guys are definitely going to be walking away from a job or walking away from a routine. And some of you guys might, if like, for example, and you know, apply this how it needs to be applied. I'm just going to use it as an analogy or an example. Let's say you lose one job and then you have to find another one, but then you don't like that job and then you go into another one. I could see that happening too, like a little bit of a trial and error, but it's all going to equal out in the end. Okay, something that needs to be released, something that's being released, healed from. We have, I knew I was on point. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Okay, we have embracing worthiness. That's something that's being healed, and that will be healed during these next couple of months. Like I said, it's coming at a price, but be thankful for that. I know it can be hard because you're just like, what the fuck? I don't want to go through this again. But sometimes, listen, we be hard-headed. Some of y'all just need that harder lesson in order to pay attention. We have, I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Something else I pulled for you guys were some past life cards. I said parts of your past life that are going to be really coming through during these next 2 months. I got the gods, goddesses, deities, and I also have Europe. So whatever that means for you, I mainly was focusing on the gods and the goddesses. You guys come from a very powerful lineage, okay? You have a lot of power around you. Some of you guys have a deity that's around you right now, okay? And I just feel like there's this vibe, and you know, use this and take this as you want. But this is just really giving me like, remember that your roots are ancient, remember that you carry wisdom, and remember that you're powerful, okay? But these are the things that are going to be coming up during these next 2 to 3 months. I was going to say these remnants. Is that the right word, girl? These remnants, is that the right word? These parts of your past self. Like these reminders are going to pop up like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay. What else did I want to do? Main energy or something else that needs to be highlighted. Where should the focus be for my pile 1? You guys are like my guinea pig group because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. It's like a free range. Like, let me just see what I feel like each group needs. And that might be the vibe moving forward for 2 to 3 months. It's giving guinea pig. It's going to be some trial and error, but it's supposed to happen like that. Last message, where should the focus be? Where should the focus be? I ain't gonna rush it, girl. We have love, So where is love really, okay? Like that pure love, that love where it's like, you know, you're not being taken advantage. You have someone that cares about you. You have a hobby that you love that makes you feel good. You have a routine that makes you feel full of love and life. You feel good. What is that for you? That needs to be the focus. Focus on what you love. Focus on love for yourself. Okay, I wasn't going to, anytime I shuffle and I'm not saying nothing, it's because I'm thinking it in my head. Listen, something that I did ask in my mind was what needs to be avoided, okay? Take it as it resonates, but there's something here that says forbidden, and I have a feeling y'all already know what this is. There's something that's already been brought to your awareness, or it will be brought to your awareness in the next 2 to 3 months, where it's like, okay, look at this fucking gnat. I hate fucking gnats. Oh my gosh. Anyway, where it's like, okay, you know you shouldn't be messing with that boy. You know you shouldn't be messing with that girl. You know you should have been left this job. I don't even know why you was playing with your money like that. I don't even know why you was overspending, okay? Listen to that. Pay attention. Now, I do want to ask, I know, we're getting kind of lengthy. I got to ask about this money. If there are any other messages without me overstepping any boundaries, what can pile 1 do these next 2 to 3 months to improve their money? If you guys have somebody here, I don't know if somebody is like gatekeeping your wealth. This gnat keeps going over here to this fucking treasure chest, and it's on the lock. And if you open this treasure chest, there's nothing in there. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't want to say it like that, but watch your investments. Something that you may be trying to pursue might be an empty promise. Just be careful of that. Moving forward, okay. How can pile 1 improve their money? We have the 10 of Cups. Are you guys water signs? We also have the, girl, I gotta learn these Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 1 second. And the 3 of Cups. Listen, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm a living testimony of this. You, who I'm talking to, not everybody is like this, I don't think, but your mind is very powerful. And your emotions help you to manifest, okay? I just talked about this on my Patreon. If you want to go tap in, there was a reading that I did in depth. Yes, what you think about, and when you focus on love and when you focus on what makes you happy, I'm not saying that everything around you, not my stomach growling, I'm not saying that everything around you is going to be, you know, shit and Skittles and, you know, rainbows and unicorns. Of course not. That's not realistic. Y'all know how I go. But what I will say is when your focus is more focused on what you want and what makes you happy, that other shit starts to deplete. For example, I was getting into a place where I felt like I didn't have time for myself. So what I do, I simplified. Y'all will see me when you see me. Love you. Goodbye. And I got myself together. I got back into a routine. I focused on me, my man. Look at that damn nut. I focused on me and my man and just my family and, you know, coming back to home, coming back to bliss. What is bliss? Because I had kind of fell away from that because I got stuck in a routine and I felt bound. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna feel bound by something I created, something that is mine? Like, this is my platform. Like, I'm not gonna feel like a slave to this shit. Fuck no. I'm not gonna be the bitch. I'm gonna make it my bitch. No, but seriously, it's that type of vibe. So I feel like you're being asked to maybe hang out with friends, celebrate yourself, self-love practices. It's gonna look different for everybody. Having that time to maybe go to the spa, hang with family, taking a break, unbind yourself. It's gonna help you to see that you have more control over yourself and you have more freedom than you think. Something is starting to make you feel trapped, but it's like God is like, no, get out there, experience life, see how it goes. And this is gonna prove to you that you don't have to feel so restricted, okay? 3 of Cups. telling y'all, really good energy around hanging with friends and family, meeting some people, joining a group, feeling connected. A lot of 333 type of energy, completing a task, and also coming back to self. Okay, so let's see the vibe, and then we'll end it. The vibe moving forward for pile 1, next 2 to 3 months, being highlighted here. So we got some South Node energy here. We have, I'm about to slap the shit out that gnat, Sagittarius, and we have the 8th house. Okay, so whatever you've been suppressing will be coming up to the surface, but it's going to help you to gain more wisdom and more clarity on yourself. Okay, this is some soul searching right here. There might be some travel, some spontaneous you know, drives that you take that will be really good. Making the necessary changes that you need to make towards your finances, and you know, it's giving long-term finances. It's not just giving the right now, it's giving like, how do you want to invest, what do you want to do, what's your regimen to get there. Yeah. Some of you guys might be going off of the radar a little bit. I see that here. Let me see 1 second. Yeah. The Emperor. Instead of letting these things make you their bitch, you make it your bitch. It's time to step into your power. And stepping into your power, I mean, that is the Emperor, but in this case scenario, stepping into your power doesn't mean, you know, drive yourself crazy. It means you set the pace and you set the tone, and everything else will adjust. So yes, pile 1, that was your spirit. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys. Oh my gosh. And I will see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, pile 2. What's going on real quick before we get started, because, honey, I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, I don't know if it has to do with the energy or if this is solely just me, because, you know, TMI, is it really TMI? I don't be giving a fuck. I don't be wanting to say TMI, but, you know, P is coming up on that time, okay? And I don't know where my ladies at. It's like I be having this energy, this momentum, and then it just sucks it from me. But it's okay. I'm gonna go get some sunlight after this, so just bear with me. I had to tap in with my girl. Listen, y'all need to get into my girl's shop. Her name is 80, okay? You guys probably know who I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get her stuff. 1 second. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Real thick, pretty. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, she has a shop called, I think it's the Good Ritual, 80 Rose. Her name is 80 Rose here on YouTube, okay? Tap in with her. Her shop is fabulous. I will be doing little shout outs. Honey, I had to get into this. Hold on, let me just see it now. Girl, I had to get into this Mercury oil for y'all. Okay, some of y'all could be an air sign. You could be a Virgo. I don't know. But this, I'm like, my mind and my energy, I need some fast, swift mental clarity. I need all of that right now. Plus, at the top of your spread, we do have the King of Swords. So basically, you guys, just give me a second. I had to pre-pick your cards because freaking pile 1 was like, that let me know. I was like, oh yeah, nah, we ain't doing that the next one. Because that reading went long. Y'all know I talk a lot. So let's get it started. Okay, I'm gonna start up here. So it's funny, y'all know we always be like, oh, you know, it's so funny, you guys are actually branching off from the last pile, it's connected, you know. Boom. Okay, we got that. It's crazy because the main piles that I felt like you guys would be connected to is pile 3, because I'm not gonna lie, I kept switching who was gonna be pile 3. This was gonna be pile 3, but I think it was pile 3, but then I switched it to pile 2. So y'all might want to check out pile 3. I don't really know what's going on with pile 3 just yet, you know, because we ain't got there. But yeah, I'm already seeing some messages from pile 1 coming in here, but it's flipped. Okay, so First of all, we got this King of Swords. This is the way I'm picking up on it. It is giving more of an emperor. I'm not getting a bad vibe. I'm just getting somebody that has went through certain phases and stages. So you just have a sense of direction. You're very firm in your sense of direction. Bae. Girl, he think he's slick. I be telling him don't come out here when I'm doing my reading because I get thrown off. He must have been in and out because I went over there and I ain't see him. Okay, Swifty. But anyway, when I was going through the cards and I was like catching a whole story, I literally saw someone, it was giving destruction to reconstructing to destruction to building again to you doing reflection around what you built, and then maybe even you deciding because of whatever knowledge you came across and whatever wisdom you've gotten by that time, you then taking whatever you built and then breaking it down just to rebuild it again. Maybe not in the same way, but you rebuilt something. That's the vibe. So you know how we say, oh, a death to rebirth type of situation, you can compare it to that. But this is like deeper than just you get knocked down and you stand back up. Not Carrie Hilson coming through. It's like sometimes I feel like y'all would knock yourselves down in a way, but I feel like it was because you guys hold yourself to a certain standard. So you might grow, right? You progress, but you guys are the type of people based off of this energy that will have time to reflect about where you are. And regardless of how it looks to other people, regardless if where you're at that time was once the goal, if it doesn't fit your standards, you will break it down and then start over. I'm getting like that energy. Not that song coming through. Somebody's singing that song. Up and try again. But it's not giving that. It's giving like, this is a perfectionist type of energy. Because it's not giving me that if at first you don't succeed, you know, it's not giving me like a failure type of energy. It's giving perfectionist. Like, it was probably already good to begin with, but then you're just like, no, I want to be the best. I want to be greater. I want to make sure I got it. You guys hold yourself to a certain standard. So I was seeing a lot of lessons. There was this vibe of like, it was like a constant loop. But it was like maturing. It wasn't like the same old loop. It was like you got a little loop and then a bigger loop and then a bigger loop. What I mean by that is some of y'all have really been dogged out by people. Like there was this energy of you, let's say if you dated, this is just an example. Let's say you dated someone, they were a red flag from the jump, honey, but you proceeded, okay? Broke down from that, rebuilt yourself, found some things out about yourself, you know, it sparked some interest in different topics, you know how life works. And then you come back around with this sense of knowledge where you're like, you know what, I know what happened last time, so I'm gonna act accordingly. I've gained my wisdom. But it's crazy because it seems like then you came across somebody else. I don't know if they had the same, it's not giving that you repeated lessons. I mean, we all probably have repeated lessons before. It's more so like, you guys have a specific purpose. So I would not be surprised if you guys have gotten back on the scene after getting fucked over. Like after people have already failed you tremendously, you try to go back out there and love from a place of purity. For example, if you are used to friends backstabbing you, okay, being fake and phony, and you never really had a true friend group, you're not the type, with this energy that I'm picking up on, the energy that I was getting is not the type to just close off completely, even if you say you do. You're going to get back out there eventually and try to mingle with people. You're very resilient, okay? Let me just say that. So the whole vibe that I'm getting is this King of Swords. So with this King of Swords, I do feel like you guys are very disciplined, or you're walking into this place of discipline. I do think that a lot of you are coming out of the void. You're coming out of that period, which I talked about in pile 1, of this blank space. We actually have a card that came out for you guys, which was the void. And I'll just explain it. Stop and embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's crazy because when you look at this, like, this is what I was trying to explain to pile 1, and this didn't even come out. A lot of us think of a canvas as white, but even this blank space, look, I just covered y'all up. Boom. That's a canvas. Where'd your mind just go? Okay, how are you gonna make shit happen? You guys are magicians. You guys are very blessed. You have gifts that I feel like God may have been like, you know what? I need to show, this is a collective message, I need to show pile 2 just how capable they are. But what I'm noticing is, you know, because God knows us better than we know ourselves. So it's like, I know that they might need a harder lesson, or I know instead of me giving them the answer or giving them the light or giving them the clarity like that, let me kind of strip away certain blankets. Let me make it real black, really. Let me put them in this and then allow their mind to kind of get creative. You guys are very creative. You're very smart. It's giving Mercury energy. You're very quick-witted. Some of you guys may be coming out of stages of anxiety. I'm not seeing that too much here, but there was a little bit of a branch off from pile 1, and whew, they were anxious. Okay. Anyway, let me keep going. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you. So I'm not going to read too much of this, only because this was in reverse. I feel like either you guys are already coming out of this energy where you kind of, I don't want to, it wasn't like, okay, it's not giving. This is why I should have just read the book, because I be complicating stuff. It's not giving. You just did like, you went into a shadow period. You might have done some shadow work, but it's just given a time where things just were not clear. And it kind of forced you to really get those juices flowing, really tap back in with yourself, do some of that inner work instead of like going with the outer. But regardless, honey, okay, I feel like if that hasn't happened already, that's going to happen. You're going to come out of it. And what you're being led into for the rest of 2022 is this energy. So these 2 cards were for your soul. I was like, okay, what does pile 2's soul need? What are they trying to say? We have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within, okay? So I feel like there's a period that you guys are coming out of, a cycle that you guys have closed. Some of y'all are tired. You're a little beat up from it. I get it, okay? But there's something here, and I'm going to read this one from the book because this is the actual upright card. But just look at that. This is someone, I don't know, they're tapping back in with nature. They look real free. They're frolicking, okay, the rocks in their little circle. I just thought of Hocus Pocus when they did their calming circle. It's giving calm vibes. It's giving some ancestors coming down. It's giving going near the water. It's giving health. So let me just read this to you, and then we're going to keep it going. Woo, girl. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. This is so fucking crazy. These same things that I was struggling with, I wasn't really struggling, but I was spending so much time trying to explain what I meant. It was, both of these cards was pile 1, literally, but they were just in different positions. Anyway, it's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. Woo! You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape. Some of you guys, it's like there's so much, and I was talking about this in pile 1, there's so much looking outward, but it's like we just need to simplify. There's a similar message here with you guys. There's this vibe of putting yourself out there, right? Like if you guys fell off of a routine, getting back out there. If you guys took a break from something, getting back into it, you know, getting back into your groove. However, knowing that you don't have to look outside of yourself for validation or for the answers. You guys have been through quite a bit, and there's a lot of inner wisdom that's already within you that I feel like you can actually use to your advantage. It's like almost, let's say, for example, I wanted to do a project. So of course, you know, I get impulsive and I'm like, I gotta go get this, this, and that. Okay, I gotta get the paint, right? But if I just took a second and did some reflecting, which you guys are actually really good at when you do it, I would know that I already got all that shit here. I got the paint, the brushes. If I looked around, girl, I found so much stuff, so many art supplies. It's all already in here. Get creative. You're being asked to get creative. One thing that I do feel like happens for some of you, which it can happen to all of us, is there's a level of comfort that ends up being reached. And I feel like some of you guys may take certain things for granted when it comes to your creativity, or you kind of put it to the wayside. For example, like I just said, if we didn't have, like if I didn't have this camera or this, whatever's in here, if I didn't have this stuff, I know that I would find another way to make it happen. I would get super creative. But sometimes when stuff is right in our face, when we're used to stuff being a certain way, our creativity kind of gets, you know, the creative juices aren't really being flown. Well, not flown. They're not, like, our creative muscles aren't being pumped at that time. And it's just like, I don't know, that's very relevant here, where it's like, okay, I want you guys to look around at what you already have and get creative. Whatever you have right now is good enough to get started. You don't have to wait. A lot of you guys are already doing something. Maybe the results are not coming as fast as you want them to, but they're coming, honey. You're being asked to remain consistent as well. That was something else that was coming through. Anyway, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul, the more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. Like I told Pile 1, this is very important. A lot of you guys that are watching here on my channel that are going to resonate with this reading, you guys manifest, I mean, probably multiple different ways, but your emotions can actually help you to kickstart a lot of what starts to show up for you in the physical world, in the 3D, okay? When you guys feel good, your visualizations become stronger, you can manifest quicker, things come into alignment with your overall goal. I know for me, when I get right within and I start to feel more balanced, everything else around me, like right now, like in this tangible world, so to say, it starts to become into alignment. It's like everything shifts, okay? So there's a lot of like, now that you went through a certain period of like a deep with that void reflection, in that way, you know, reflection doesn't stop. I don't see it stopping for you guys. There are some things that still are, you know, kind of happening. But it's just like, I don't think you guys give yourself enough credit with how much you already have. And I just heard the word willpower, but you have a lot supporting you right now. You just, I don't know, some of you guys aren't tapped in, or you are. Maybe you're just a little bit tired. You're like, I don't feel like, you know, budging. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but let me just keep going. I feel like that's God, like, oh girl, keep reading. Anyway, the challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world, so reaching a place of balance. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in. To draw on the wisdom within, let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice. You don't have to do what everybody else does. I be having to remind myself that. I'm like, I don't gotta do that shit. I can do this, this, and that. What calls to you? That's what I'm saying, getting creative. You ain't gonna never really know that until you tap in. A lot of the answers for how you can connect, this is why I don't be liking to do those messages where it's like, how can you connect with your ancestors? Well, honey, you got to go within. You want to connect with them, but do you even know how they talk? Have you talked to them? You got to like really, I don't know, it's a whole nother subject. But anyway, if this card, wait, no, let me see. To start to get in the habit of turning your gaze, okay. To get in the habit of turning your gaze within, because I was about to go on a whole tangent. Getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world. To start from a feeling of at-homeness and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. That was weird. Wait, let me see. To get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world. So I'm not here to police none of y'all. I had to work on this myself. When you first wake up in the morning, what do? Okay, it really matters, in my opinion. What do you drink? Do you drink anything? Are you getting enough water? What do you watch as soon as you wake up? There are times where I get on these binges where I want to watch a lot of crime series. I feel like that's how I channel my emotions. Like if I'm having a hard time crying and tapping in, I will watch something sad. So I feel like if I need a little bit of a shake up and I'm trying to get certain emotions, I don't know, like I'll watch certain scary movies, something like that, but they're really not good for my anxiety. But anyway, I had to stop doing that shit because I'm like, okay, that's kickstarting my day a certain way that I don't want it to kickstart my day. I also took a step back from Instagram. Y'all know I ain't been on there. I'm like, okay, what can we enrich our mind with in the morning that makes us feel good? I'm not saying it gotta be some 70-year-old philosopher talking to you. No, it can be. It could be like a talk show host that you just like, you know. Sometimes I'll tap in with Tasha K. Like I got her on the app. You know, me and Tasha K can have our differences, but I like Tasha K and I like hearing her speak. And, you know, I can feel good from that sometimes. Or even just watching the Basketball Wives, like Jackie with her crazy self, you know? I don't know. Find what works for you. Everybody's gonna be different. I'm not saying it has to be like the old, you get up and I don't even wanna give examples because there is gonna be someone that does what I was just about to say. All I'm saying is you can have your own routine. Anyway, this doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, that's so crazy, strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. So we do have a similar theme here. We got strength down here. I'll get to that. So as I tell these messages, honey, I'm gonna be clearing this motherfucking board, okay? We'll come back to this. Okay, moving forward. Real quick, something from your past life that wants to be explored, you know, I'll leave this up to you guys, but okay, I did get Aztec civilization. Y'all might want to look into this, see what you pull. A lot of you guys are actually very, very smart, okay? Period 1345 AD, 1521 AD. Oh, full moon, the moon has moved into Aries. Someone could be in Aries here. Original location, South Central region of pre-Columbian Mexico. Current location, Mexico. Major highlights. What is that? Nahuatl? N-A-H-U-A-T-L, girl. You got that. Became the major language. Okay. So that's confirmation for somebody. So I don't know. There's something like, for example, if I was getting a spread read and someone delivered this information to me, I would go on Google with my curious ass, and I would type in Aztec civilization. I would look at their artwork. I would look at how they thought. I would go down a whole rabbit hole and see what I could pull from that, because there's some type of skill that you guys do have that is connected to that will help you move from now in the next 2 to 3 months, okay? So let's see. Oh, Jesus, help me. Okay, let me see. I was getting real boss vibes, so let me start up here. This came up. We have greatness ahead. I said, what's the main energy for my pile 2? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, but I said, what's the difficulty that you may be having? Like what's a challenge? What's something that might be more on the negative side? We got this, guarded heart. Okay, so we are in this King of Swords energy, and you know, I can't tell you what to do, but that was something that was coming up in y'all's story. We have a pest in the room. We have a person, place, thing, people that have, like I said, done you really dirty. And you know, me of all people, I understand. So, I just gotta say it. I know, trust me, I know. When you don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. When you don't want to fuck around, you don't want to fuck around. When you don't want to tap in with someone else emotionally, get connected, trust, you know, you don't want to. But you guys are naturally resilient. And I feel like you guys are walking into a period where you are going to start meeting people that are not there to teach you a lesson, so to say. Like, you might learn something from them, but it's in a way that feels, I don't want to say it like that, because even the things negative could feel good in the long run. It's like, okay, you know, that really shook me, but I'm glad that happened. You know how they say some people are for seasons and lessons, blessings, you know what they say. I see you guys meeting some people that are going to give longevity. Like, that's the word that's surrounded with them. It's not giving temporary, it's giving longevity, it's giving growth, it's giving trustworthy, it's giving loyalty, it's giving strong energy, okay? Even if it's just a few. There's something here. I really feel like if there is someone here that has struggled with connecting with others, maintaining relationships, things of that nature, that is actually shifting for you. So with guarded heart coming up as something you may be struggling with, you know, you're going to have to find a way of, you know, how can I be more open? You know, whew, girl, this is a lot. I knew something about this pile and pile 1. Jeez. Okay. And this reading period, gosh darn, I need to go back to my little, what's the tea on you? These be deep. So as I said, that loop, that cycle of the rebuilding, then the deconstructing. Some of you guys are coming out of a cycle where you might have just had to deconstruct and you're still in the process of building back up. You guys might be a little bit wounded, but I just want you to remember that you're resilient. Also, just to simply put it, if you guys are wanting to connect with people, be open to friendships that are actually going to, like I said, bring the same energy you bring in a positive way, that is going to become available to you. Just saying. So, if you have a guarded heart, I'm not saying fully take the guard down, but I am saying, you know, how it's gonna come in, how's that good energy gonna come in if we just got that big ass, you know, that big ass wall up. But then again, you're talking to P. That's why I can't really give you no advice on how to bring that down, because, you know, it just happens when it happens. But I do see that as a struggle. So we do have guarded heart. Something else that I want to talk about with y'all. So I asked, and I don't know why this is coming through. This is the common vibe. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but I really feel like the collective is going through a period where they're meant to sit down, reflect. It's not giving, you know how we have the high, then we got the low. I feel like the collective is on this low ride. It doesn't mean that it has to be like, oh, you're just down bad, sad, and depressed. Some of you may be. Some of you, it's just this time period where you just feel depleted, or you just, you know, you're a little confused. You don't have the same momentum. You don't have the same confidence you once had, or the same certainty you once had. The feelings are starting to go. You're starting to think things over. You're going back to old thoughts of why they did certain things to you. There's a lot, okay? Girl. Where was I going with that? Oh, yes. But that's meant to happen. And I don't know why it's coming up like that, but it just is what it is. So when I asked, like, what are you guys looking forward to? We got this 5 of Wands and we got this 4 of Swords. So I do feel like there's going to be a break from a specific situation that you feel like you've been fighting up against. Whether this is physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, there is a certain fight that I feel like there's like a break. Like someone's just coming in and like, hey, look, Pao 2, you've done enough. Just go ahead, log out for me, you know, take some vacation time, however that resonates. Also, someone may be coming to your aid to help stick up for you, especially someone that's in a workplace that may be very competitive, or you just feel like there's a lot of energy getting thrown at you, and you know you're a lot of energy vampires, people throwing that evil eye, all that. There's assistance coming in. There's a period of peace coming in, a time for you to breathe. There's a break coming in, okay? Also, with this Five of Cups and this Three of Swords, somebody here, somebody in the chat, is having a hard time moving on from a person, place, thing that has hurt them in some way. It has proven to be painful. It has proven to be draining. It has proven to not hold up its weight. It, at this point, is just that dead weight. It's not giving anything but dead ends. That's what it's giving, okay? And I feel like somebody here might be struggling moving forward, even though they know that there's better for them. Sometimes it can be hard for us to move forward from the past occurrences. Y'all know that shit is hard, because we resonated with it so much, or we got comfortable in it. Even if we know it's shitty, just the simple fact of taking a risk or making that conscious decision to get in alignment with a new life, a new direction that's away from this person, place, or thing, it can be a bit scary. So I feel like if any of you, and I'm going to keep it real, like, frank with you so I don't get this confused, because there's a lot of energy coming up from this. I'm going to have to take a nap, okay? But let me pause this and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to switch my battery. Some of you may be dealing with imposter syndrome also. And I'm also, like, really feeling called to tell you guys that you guys are more capable than what you think. And I know I said that already, but even, for example, I'm picking up on this energy that someone feels like there's a lot of evil eye on them, or they feel like they're having negative energy thrown on them. And there's a lot of investing in that. But really, for somebody here, if you get your mind right, it's like you're more powerful. I don't want to just say it like it's that easy, like get your mind right, but literally, some of you guys can combat negative energy just by going outside and working out, okay? Some of you guys can combat that negative energy by, like I said, doing something that makes you feel good, setting your intention, and then, you know, releasing that way. Sometimes I do that when I go outside and walk. I use that as my time to rejuice myself. I pretend that, or like visualize my spirit and my soul getting revamped, rejuiced, while I'm releasing negative emotions. And I'll say a mantra to myself, like or with each step I take, I release negative energy, things like that. All I'm gonna say is there's certain ways that you guys can really... Oh, didn't we get a card about changing your spiritual practices? Yeah, there's something here where you don't have to do the most in order to get the result that you're looking for. I'll just tell you a little story real quick. But I used to get very overwhelmed because I felt like, I'm like, damn, so I gotta do this, I gotta light that, do this, and get the space. And sometimes I really do have to do the most in order to get myself ready for my readings. But I also felt like for me, I was taking the power away from myself and away from my faith that I have in God, forgetting that I could just pray, tap in with the sunlight, like basically just tap in with other ways to basically cleanse myself, okay? Can you tell P is tired? Anyway, with that Four of Swords and this Five of Wands, yeah, I can read that two different ways. I'm telling y'all, like I said, I'm hearing a break for somebody. There's gonna be a break, something that's gonna rejuvenate you. Not gonna lie, for some of you guys that have been having a hard time breaking free from a relationship that has not been serving you, I see that happening. The opportunity is going to be there. Something is going to prove itself. This is that vibe. Oh, this is that vibe. The way I'm looking at this Five of Cups and this Three of Swords, let me tell you like a little scenario. This is giving me the energy of, let's say there's a partner that you had that already kind of did you dirty. Time has passed or something has occurred that has made you want to reconsider, you know, giving them another chance. Like, consider giving them another chance. Let me say it like that. Even though they did what they did. I just heard blinded by love. However, while you're about to really get invested or back invested with this person, some shit pops off with this Three of Swords. You find out that they cheated. You find out that they're still lying. You found out that maybe they were using you, or yeah, they just weren't in their integrity. And then that is the straw that breaks the camel's back and allows you to start looking past what this is. Because sometimes we get caught up, and I know that might have been confusing. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes we get so caught up in a person, and I'm just using a person as an example. We get caught up with how we view them, the potential of them, and then we start to get attached to that. It's hard for us to break free. We want to give that person chance after chance after chance, but what I see here is that final blow to where it's like, you know what? Now, my mind was so flooded with the thought of us being together, but that right there, that little straw that just fell on that camel's back, that now has me looking at things a lot differently. The smoke is gone, the fog is gone. I'm not just seeing me with you anymore. You're still there, because it's not that easy to just move on from people. It's like, you're still there, but that was the last time. I got you in this little, like, before you were taking up all this space. Now I got you in this little section, and then there's this open space for new possibilities. What does that represent for me? Does that represent me moving to a different state, going back to school, picking up where I left off, because I've been messing around with your raggedy tail, and it's been taking up all my time. Maybe I fell off a little bit, getting back on track. And it doesn't have to be a person. That's just an example. This could even be a job. This could be a job screwing you over for the last time. This could be someone decides, maybe, just an example, they decide to go to therapy, or they decide to move somewhere where the weather is more compatible with how they feel, like their mental health and things of that nature. But it's like, what got you to that point is that last blow. It's like, ooh, this is giving, I am tired of this. I'm tired of feeling like this. It's like that energy where you're like, I'm just tired of feeling like this, where you'll almost do anything to get yourself out of those types of feelings. But I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, with where you're at in your maturity level, like I stated in the beginning, you don't want to go back to old patterns. So I feel like whatever this situation is with this Four of Swords, this Five of Wands, this Five of Cups, and this Three of Swords, whatever this is going to push you into it's like the specific momentum that's gonna really drive you to where you've been trying to go, but maybe like you've been struggling, maybe you've been lacking energy, maybe there's been a lot of disturbances, maybe you didn't even see this Two of Wands, this path. Okay, sometimes when we're so clogged up with certain shit, okay, we don't really see the true vision, or we don't see past our situation. I feel like what the blessing is for you guys, just to sum it up, girl, I feel like I'm falling asleep as I'm talking. Just to sum it up, I feel like the blessing that's going to be occurring for you guys, and it's going to be different for everyone in regards to how it occurs, is that the way, there's going to be a new direction that is open to you. There are going to be things revealed to you. Ooh, and I'm sorry, someone don't want to hear it. And I feel like some of y'all know this is about to happen. This is a situation that you have already tried to get out of, or a situation that has already proved not good for you. And it is about to really, really, really put that nail in the coffin and be like, see, I'm about to really show you how I'm not good for you. This is a blessing, because this is what's going to make your mind think, how the fuck do I get away from this? And then you're going to make those changes. This is that falling down before that big level up, that get up, that jump up, that, oh, I'm up, okay? I'm not just squatting, I'm doing a jump squat. If you know, you know. Anyway, let me stop. It's like you got a lot of power. Look at this King of Wands. Yeah, you got options too. So if some of you guys are scared to leave a job or to leave a person, I'm telling you, with that Three of Swords, yes, that is very painful. But a lot of times when I think of the Three of Swords, I think of something that hurts, but you will recover from that a lot quicker than what you think. You just have to allow yourself to be like, you know what? Because sometimes we think we can't live without somebody. It's like, I don't know why, when we get with people, we forget that there was a time when we didn't even know they existed and we were doing just fine. Or there was a time when we didn't even know this job existed and we were doing just fine. There was a time when we could get on social media and post a picture and not know how many likes, and we were doing just fine. It's like, why all of a sudden are we taking this on and making it us and allowing whatever these situations are for whoever's watching to validate us and solidify like who we are? Is that it, babe? Give me a second. I want to see if there's anything else I have to say. Girl, that was a channel message because, honey, I feel like I just came back like, girl, what? Hold on. Yeah. I just really feel like this is the vibe and the energy of someone who is actually a very authentic person, but maybe there's just these times during your cycle where you get caught up in other people and then you start to lose yourself. You get caught up in a certain job, you start to lose yourself. You're like, damn it, I don't gotta work for nobody. Like, I'm over here doing all of this. I got a degree in X, Y, and Z, and I'm settling for this. You know, it happens. So something is about to really, like, I don't want to say it's going to aggravate you, but there is going to be a breakthrough for you. And just, you know, it sounds terrible. You're probably like, P, why you speaking that on me? But that's a blessing. Those be the lessons that you learn from, because the soft little slap on the wrist, you know, you'll do that. You'll keep on doing it. Like when you're late. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You keep being late because you got that cool supervisor, but then when they start threatening your job, like it get real out here. You be on time, you be up and early, fresh, got your coffee ready, everything is packed up the night before. Yeah, it's like one of those types of yeah, that's the energy, that's the situation. Anyway, moving on. When I rolled your dice, we got 8 and 5. 8 and 5. Some of you guys could be a life path 8 or a life path 5. So I asked, what are the angel numbers that I need to read out to you guys? So I'm gonna do both of those. Also, the number that I saw before your reading was the number 1010. So the end to a new beginning. But you know, the end, although the end is fabulous, you get to that finish line, you know, it's like, oh, I got to the finish line, but like, bitch, I just ran a whole lap. Sprinted, if you will. I'm a little tired, I'm a little winded, okay? But you're about to restart because we got greatness ahead. Anyway, 5. Flexibility. This came out in pile 1. Flexibility is your forte. I'm gonna smack this gnat. Every time I start doing this reading, this gnat comes out of nowhere. Oh, I freaking hate gnats. Y'all don't even understand. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable, okay? We also have the number 8. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. Literally, thank you, God, because that's what I'm trying to tell them. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, all this rambling I've been doing, that's basically what it's coming down to. Like, I just don't think y'all understand just how capable you guys are. But it's okay. It's coming back. There might be a hard blow that has to come through to, you know, wake you up. Sometimes we need a good knock on the noggin. But I see it coming through. Don't you worry. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. That's crazy because I was talking about a loop, honey. Okay, something else that was coming through, so take that as it resonates, those little messages. I want to keep it going because I'm getting off track. Well, let me read this one too because I want to talk about this and patience. Somebody here is definitely a fire sign. We have 1010. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. It may not look like how you want it to look, but I'm telling you, you gotta have faith. It may not look good now. Like, you know how when you start cleaning your room, you gotta fuck everything up? Oh my God, I'm cussing a lot in this reading, but that's how you know. I don't care. But you gotta mess everything up and it looks terrible until you get to that, like, that end of, you know, picking up everything and organizing it. And then, you know, it looks spotless afterwards, but it looks bad before it looks better. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that right here. Something that you're being asked to release, and this is helping you as you move forward, like for the next 2 to 3 months, so that you can go into 2023 at the top of your game, is soothing impatience. And when I seen this card, we got there's nothing to do but wait, literally. What you gonna do? Okay, we have the Hanged Woman, strength, and we have the Seven of Pentacles, all in alignment with that. For me, you guys are very good at reflecting. Y'all might have took a step back, forgot that you were good at it. I don't know. But you're very good at reflecting. You have a very creative mind. Some of you guys stretching, maybe even getting into yoga. Working out would be fabulous during this time. Doing some self-care. Because why? It's almost like I'm getting this energy of like, I don't know why you rushing. It's gonna happen when it happens. So in the meantime, what you could be doing is preparing yourself for it. Like, you know, you're trying to rush what I got going on, but you know, when this blessing comes down, this is just an example, y'all. When this blessing comes down, you already know you're gonna want to have your body looking right, hair looking right, mind looking right, money together. So instead of you focusing on what I got going on, this is spirit speaking. Instead of you focusing on what I got going on and how I'm maneuvering behind the scenes, how about you work on aligning yourself with the vision? Because I know y'all feel that something great's happening, but right now, all you can do is really be patient, but also stay consistent in your regimen. Or for those that have not been consistent or have not been, you know, really, you know, in alignment as far as like your actions, in alignment with that end goal, you know, adjust. Do your reflection or your reflecting and then adjust. Pay attention to your dreams. Some of you guys, there is somebody I do feel like needs to be, I don't know if they need to be cut off. There's this energy here and I feel like it's going to be revealed to you. It's a person. I don't know if it's romantic or, yeah, I don't know if it's romantic or just platonic, but let me see what they want me to do. See, who does Pile 2 need to be aware of? Who do they need to like be aware of, watch for? There's somebody jealous of your finances or your potential in finances. Some of you guys have a really nice home or you're in the process. It's like there's something that's going to be blessed around home, possessions. Some of you guys just give off money. If I'm being honest, like maybe you guys just have this vibe about you that I never understood this, but you know how like some people could look at someone and be like, oh, like they drink their water with a straw instead of just drinking it. They must be bougie. I don't know. There's somebody here that could be a Pisces or a Taurus. This could also be someone that is very close with you. Like you either work with them. They could even be a family member. I am picking up on that. Ooh. And I'm telling you, and that's so crazy. Because I am getting some hidden enemy type of energy. What are they mad about? I'm telling you, it has something to do with one, I think, okay, I'm gonna just call out stuff. Some of y'all, there's this petty situation between you and another person. This could be a female, male, I don't know. But whoever they like likes you, and they just don't like the fact that you get the attention, like you take the attention from them. That's one thing. Another thing that I'm picking up on, there's just someone who really admires you, and they know you're going to be successful. They know you're going to get the part, or they know you're going to come back strong, and that's an issue for them. Even if you don't have it right now, there's potential all over you. I'm picking up on it, and I'm almost positive this person is picking up on it. I think they're very intuitive. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Oh, we got the 7th house. Oh, this is an enemy. This is an enemy. I need y'all to check y'all 12th and y'all 7th house. And y'all need to see how your enemies show up. Because it's all right here. Damn. Could be a romantic connection. I don't know. But let me see. Can you tell me anything else specific? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What's this person's sign? I don't know who this person is. That was Aries and Cancer energy. I don't know who this person is. Was that Cancer? I don't know. Or was that Pisces? That's definitely Pisces. That Pisces is coming through very strong. I'm a little rusty, y'all. When I took my break, I ain't touched these cards. Look at these cards. Look at nothing. So I'm a little rusty. It could be Cancer if you want it to be Cancer. It could be Pisces if you want it to be Pisces. But yeah. So, yeah, pay attention to that. There's definitely, it's not that you need to be scared at all because you're very protected, but I don't know what this energy is, but there's a lot of focus on your ambition, your drive, and your potential. A lot of people can see your greatness before you do. That's why Spirit's like, okay, you need to mind your business. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. We need to get you to a point where you start to see the greatness that everybody else sees. Then maybe we will be able to mitigate these issues, okay? That was a read. Anyway, the Hanged Woman's strength. Do some reflecting around how you can tap in with that inner strength, that lion type energy. What does Leo represent to you? Some of you guys get back into what you used to do creatively. I am getting real big energy around yoga or Pilates. It has something to do with the body. It's like working out, but it's like meditative. So something like that. Also, for those that are working out, you got something that you're working towards. This could be a body goal or whatever goal, right? Please be patient and stay consistent. Consistency is taking you to the top. Period. Okay? Also, we have exhaustion. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long-term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. I told y'all the results are long-term. When I was trying to tell y'all about the friends while I'm over here stammering, it's like the people that you're about to meet, it's giving longevity. It's not giving like, you know, like short and instant. Like, it's not giving that. It's giving like a full course meal that was homemade, not instant potatoes. It's not giving that. Some instant potatoes are good, but you know what I'm saying? It's not giving that. It's not just something you pop in the microwave. It's something that's gonna last. Anyway, boldness. Don't take this lying down. Get up and fight, but fairly. This fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle. When I think of the lion, because we don't see no woman behind the lion, you know, saying, oh, calm down. No. You guys are past the point where you need someone to come in and, you know, give you the whole rundown on how you should act. You're grown, been there, done that. Do not allow the energy that you've been feeling during this time frame to get you out of your element, because you're past that. 6 of Cups. Something from the past will be coming back up. This could be I was gonna say an old friend. Whoever this is, there's history here. I really can't tell if it's negative history. Yes, we have the Tower there, but I just feel like that more so is, it's like it's somebody from the past that you have history with coming up unexpectedly. It's very unexpected. Let me see, who's going to be coming back during this time between now and the end of 2022? To my pile too, who's coming back? Who's going to reach out? Okay. We have 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So I'm picking up on 2 different people. So some of you guys have I'm picking up on 3 different people, okay? Some of you that have businesses, there's an opportunity that's going to be offered to you by someone to collab. Up to you on what you want to do with that. For others of you, there is a masculine This Knight of Cups is coming up as someone that you already know, but it's coming up as new too. So, you know, this person could be someone that you already have dealt with. You know, we did just talk about history. But the way that this energy is coming in, it's almost like they're seeing you in a new light. Your vibe, and like I said, what you're attracting is, it has people looking at you differently. People that might have played on you in the past and have taken you for granted, they're now starting to look at you as the queen or king that you are, because that's how you're treating yourself. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect and easy, but this vibe that you're gonna be putting off is really attracting people to you. Now, like I said, I see some new people coming in, but I do see a friend here. There is a friend, because some of these could be platonic. You'll have to choose. I see a man, I see a female, masculine energy, feminine energy. One I do think is a friend coming back around, like a childhood friend that you used to be really cool with. And the other is a romantic interest. Let me see what the intentions are, because one of these is definitely, I'm not gonna lie, one of these is solid. Somebody here is solid. It could be the business offer. 8 of Wands, they're at a distance. Ooh, girl, I had to stop myself. Pete, you doing way too much. I'm gonna have to let you take that one. Wait. I'm sorry, that's my problem. I've been working on that, because I will do the most in a reading. Because P, you gotta know your energy. You really tapping in, we can tap into that in a different reading. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave it at that. Ace of Cups energy. What I'm seeing here, like I said, I'm seeing 2 to 3 people come around. One has to do with business, especially for those people that are on social media or are being seen or in some type of career field where you have chances to progress. I don't know why I just thought of that movie where that girl was giving a briefing and she had like a whole diagram of her thoughts on how the next project should be, and then everybody else is looking at the meeting and seeing, you know, the ideas. Like, she was the head honcho in there. That's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys. So like I said, that's gonna bring some opportunities. But when you shine like that, that can also bring people from the past. This doesn't have to necessarily be the worst thing for some of you guys, because not everybody from our past is bad, you know, especially if this is someone that you know there's been a lot of time that has, you know, what am I trying to say, girl? I'm blanking. There's a lot of time that's passed between y'all two. But actually, this Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting good energy. It's this Knight of Cups. Someone wants to come back and, you know, how can I, okay, I'm trying, y'all. This is how I can describe this, because it's not brand spanking new. It's giving me someone that you went to school with, you knew, maybe you saw them in passing, but y'all just never looked at each other like that. Or maybe even if it's platonic, you ever like walk past people and you might see people and just, hey, you know, a light hey or whatever, you just saw them, but y'all didn't have an instant connection because you didn't instantly talk to them. But then down the line, 6 months later, you know, you end up seeing this person in the right setting, you know, y'all vibing, who knows, it goes romantic, or who knows, you know, you meet some friends, you're like, damn, like I used to see y'all all the time, I just never really spoke to y'all, and then y'all end up vibing real good, you know. That's the type of vibe this is giving me. And I'm not giving no type of energy to the ex, or if I'm getting any type of ex energy, it's not coming off like that. It's coming off as, it just seems unexpected. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Whew. I'm going down the drain, Lord. I am though. I'm going down the drain. Let's see. Something else. Okay, this was coming up for you guys. I asked, what is something that you guys should work on? We have belonging, and we also have risk. I do want to read the belonging one to you. It says, my dear one, I know you may have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Some of y'all, it's like y'all already got, I'm gonna shut up, I'm trying to tell y'all, some of y'all are not meant to be in the groups that you wanted to fit in back in the day, or if people like shunned you out, you weren't supposed to be a part of that. You're meant to be with something bigger, okay? Anyway, come and enter the house of night, for when you choose this symbol, oh gosh, you have joined us in the community of beauty. I'm so sorry, you guys. You have joined us in the community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You hear that? You are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, I know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. This is big energy. Y'all being led to, there's some type of risk you guys are being led to take, and I feel like that's what's going to start to progress and show up to you as you move along these next 2 to 3 months. You're going to see things changing. You might feel frustrated with certain people, places, things. You might want to cut some people off, simplify. You might get into a new subject, you know, get excited about research, and then it pushes you to where you're like, you know what? I never pole danced. Start researching pole dancing. I never pole danced, or I never thought of pole fitness, but now that I'm looking into it, I think I want to do it. Take a risk. Next thing you know, you got this whole shebang function happening where you meeting other people, and then you run into the right person, and then you get connected to the right person. That's so funny. I don't know where it stopped. I'm not redoing. Y'all basically are being led to do it, to make a risk, because these risks and these ideas that are going to be coming to you to push you to want to do certain things. Like I was just saying, I'm going to repeat it. Let's say you get, I don't know, someone or something sparks an interest where you're like, wow, I want to do a new hobby. You find out the new hobby you want to do is boxing or pole fitness. So you end up taking that risk, and the next thing you know, you end up meeting a whole new group of people that may be connected to exactly what you need to get your business off the ground. You just never know. So I see something like that happening for you, and it's going to happen in your favor. Meeting someone that can help you get ahead. For sure. Also, those that are going to be going through a tough period with money, or just a feeling of lack, I do see you having a support system come through. That could be who comes through sporadically. Someone comes to your aid and they provide a sense of like hope, light. You know, sometimes when you just talk to an old friend, it could really like ease up the stress. Okay, this is just someone that cares about you. But let me just see, can you tell me a little bit about career? What should how to expect for career? Rest of 2022. Should how to expect for career? The Hermit. Some of y'all might be taking a little breaky break. Okay. We have the King of Cups. We have the Moon in reverse. You know what's so crazy? Yeah, I'm not worried about y'all in the long term. It's just getting you to the point where you start to believe in yourself and you start to make the necessary cuts for those where it applies, so that you can step into this Page of Pentacles, take that risk. Even if you're leaving certain stuff behind that you, like I said, you build up this fantasy. I don't want to call it a fantasy. Was that y'all I was talking to about that? Girl, this reading been so long. What I was telling Power 1-2 was sometimes we can get so caught up in a certain vision and the potential of a person and things like that, that it becomes a part of our whole movement. And that might not be what's meant for us, right? So taking the time to reflect and find out what your soul needs without the noise, without the distraction, is going to really connect you back to your emotional self, which then is going to push you into a place of really being like, wow, I'm connected back to myself. I can see now the fog is gone. The illusion, I am no longer stuck in that. And now I can move forward. Let me put it over this one. And now I can move forward. The illusion is gone. The fear of having to start and go, I don't want to say a new direction, but the fear of having to progress maybe by myself or with less than what I originally started with, you know, less friends, less whatever, you know. There's just this energy of like, I need you to be okay with that. We want you to get comfortable. I don't want to say comfortable, but we want you to feel safe and just know and trust that things are working in your highest good, really, because that Princess of Pentacles is going to lead to that Ten of Pentacles. This is giving me that vibe of someone that takes a risk in a new direction. They're open to learning. They have some type of skill set and knowledge to be able to start the, you know, the starting foundation of everything, but then it takes off. Ten of Pentacles, and that's going to look different for everyone. This could be stepping back in to, I don't know, love. This could be you starting a YouTube channel, and then it, you know, boom, it turns into something that you could do full time and you get money. You start a business, you take a risk, you take a chance on yourself, you know, and boom, it works out for you. So with career, you guys are being asked, your soul and like your inner self is very involved in your movement. Although we do have pentacles here, there's like a real big, like, there's like a, well, let me just say, maybe not real big, but there's a balance here between the mind, the spirit, and then also just this 3D. Like what we have. We have the physical realm, and then we also got the spiritual realm coming through, and it's almost like they're merging. So there's something about that, and I think we talked about that in that book earlier. Okay, moving on. Love for pile 2, the rest of 2022. What to expect in love. Ooh, someone might be meeting somebody. Oh, I was about to say with the name R, and look, we got the 2 of Cups. I was getting Roger. Okay, what's happening in love? Good energy around love. Y'all may be meeting somebody. Ooh. Okay, this person might have just left a relationship. They might have just left a relationship. Maybe freshly divorced, or they just have a past of, you know, being married. For those that are already in a relationship, I see really good energy around you and your partner. This is giving, for those in a healthy relationship, I'm not praising the toxics right now, okay? But with the 2 of Cups, this is coming to a point where you guys understand each other. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. This is someone that is not burdening you. You know, nobody's perfect. It just seems like there's this like very, it's giving like a cheese the word I want to use. Y'all should see me, I'm over here dancing and flowing. It's just giving like a vibe. It's just vibey. It's not stressful. It's giving bliss. In the one area where I feel like there is calmness, it is in this love department, and it could have to do also with family and loved ones, but I also feel like your love life and maybe even your social life are going to be really doing good. So I see you guys meeting someone. Let me see, for those where they're going to meet this person, where would they meet them at? 4 of Pentacles, house party, a house event, Princess of Wands. Someone's going to invite you somewhere. Ooh, girl, this is giving how I met my boyfriend. You're going to be invited somewhere. This could be, maybe you're invited by your cousin to go somewhere. Or you're invited to a friend's house. There's someone that's very close to you that's going to invite you somewhere, give you an invitation, or even give you a message about how one of their people is interested in you. But I do feel like the connect. Oh, I'm about to kill this gnat. Yeah, bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, that gnat was getting on my nerves, girl. I had to take him out. But it's almost giving me like someone very close to you may be having like some type of party, get together, and you end up meeting someone there. This could even be platonic for those that aren't interested in love. I mean, I'm asking about love because that energy is definitely there. There's new connections coming through here, the potential. even the opportunity to meet someone new. I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all have been thinking about swinging to the other side, whatever that means to you. You may be doing that. It's not for everybody. But I just see really good energy around love. Like, this is really positive. Even work is positive. It just, there's some soul searching. This is like laid out for you right here with this Two of Cups. You got Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Princess of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So the only way that you're going to really be able to indulge in this is by letting down that guard. Even if you're in a relationship, because I am picking up on someone that is in a relationship already and they may be struggling with letting that guard down. I see you and your partner really coming together. Some of y'all might be getting married. Some of y'all might be getting into a relationship with someone after you've been closed off. Some of y'all could be moving in with your partner. Whatever this is, though, that's going to bring you to this person, or that's bringing you deeper with the person that you're already involved with. It is taking some type of... When I look at this Princess of Wands, I'm thinking of someone that's open to trying something new. They're feeling good about it. There may be, I don't want to say, because when I think of the Princess of Wands, I don't really think of fear, but this is something different. This is something new that you were just feeling frisky and then it worked out for you. That's the vibe. But I do see some communication here. Something working out for somebody, okay? Let me see. Who is this person? Who is this person? They told me roll it 3 times. We got a Leo. Maybe you met them during Leo season. We got an Aquarius. You could be meeting them. Oh, no, I won't say that. And then we also have Taurus. I need another hint. Okay, where would they know them from? Let me see. Like, where would they know them from? This is close to home. We got the first house, and then we also have Pisces energy coming through here. Somebody. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. 1 or 2 people here, you do have someone that's high profile that's actually looking at you. Moving on. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Highlight some things for me. The rest of 2022. Ooh. The rest of 2022. We have friends and colleagues. I'm telling you, I see really good energy around social meetings, interactions, all of that, okay? Really good energy. That's probably like the best part of this spread. Period. Y'all want to end on that? Look at that, new beginnings. It's coming, for sure. It's definitely coming. Like, that's really the message. But let me see over here. For those that have businesses, what's something... Let me see. Okay. I'll keep my question in my mind. If you want to start a crystal business or a spiritual business, or if you are involved in that, I see really good energy. Especially with what we were talking about with the work, you know, work and career. What's going to help boost your finances is stepping out, if it resonates, and doing that spiritual business that you want to do, adding that to what you already do, maybe even crystals. Like, do you want to sell your own crystals? Yeah, we have spirituality, ceremony, tools, divination, shamanism, guidance, healing, mediumship, universal study, precious minerals, fearless teamwork, underground caves, digging, safety, geography. So basically my question in my mind was, what businesses are going to really progress during this time? We also have astrology, NASA, reports, whistleblower, planets, star neighbors, UFO channeling, outer space. That's another gnat. I'm about to put that gnat thing over here. I do not play about gnats. But anyway, we have outer space, mining, spirituality. All of this to me is giving me a spiritual type of business. I mean, it could be specifically a mining or oil company or like something to do with NASA. I don't know, are you a part of an intelligence agency? I don't know, but I am getting a lot of like spiritual stuff. So those that got spiritual business, I see really good stuff for you. Okay, let me pull one more because I'm doing the most, honey. Ooh. We have deeper understanding. That's what I was picking up on with that Hermit card. As plain as the message might seem with that deeper understanding, that reflecting, it's giving me all the answers. Like that's really like what the message is. It's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna have an understanding about this. You're gonna understand what you're meant to do. Clarity is gonna come when you tap in with yourself, okay? So let me see, ways that they can increase their money. Ways that Power 2 can increase their money. The World, okay. The Emperor, Two of Pentacles. Ooh, y'all might want to watch Power 1. You know, it's crazy. Some of you guys may be able to, ooh, I shouldn't even pull these. I'm getting multiple messages. So sometimes well, okay, let me use myself because I don't want to put it on y'all. But sometimes, you know, I can really be in this workaholic type of energy. And then I'll start to forget my self-care. And my money will start to deplete. And I always take that as God, like, okay, you need to get back on your shit. When I am paced and when I am working on myself and, you know, have my time to work out, like I have a certain routine. And then, like, you know, this comes second to that. That's when my money is like, come on. I'm like, dang, that's all you had to say. So some of you guys might need to take a step back, or just temper yourself, pace yourself, make time for you to have, make time, Lord Jesus, make time, to, you know, check in with yourself, you know, take time to travel, take time to do what you want to do and not what everybody else wants you to do. If you're not balanced, take the time to get rebalanced and then come back at it. Take a step down. Some of you guys, if you have control issues or are a perfectionist, it might be time to take a little bit of a step back. Maybe let somebody else take the reins or just take a step back for a little bit. Take a little mini break. And really like get yourself back to your optimum health, whatever that is for you, whether it's confidence, your health, your mood, whatever, okay? Also, some of you guys, I talked about this in Power 1 and then I gotta get off of here, girl. With that World card being in reverse, I'm gonna let you guys choose what you want that to be, because one thing that I'm getting is like, if there's something that you put a pause on, it might be time to pick that back up and really like move forward with it. And that does resonate with the spirituality, the business, you know, taking that risk, that leap of faith. But for some of you guys, if you were drawn to Power 1, I'm also seeing where you guys are being encouraged to move even if you don't have all the answers. So even if that first task isn't completed, you're being led to move. And I know that's so contradictory to what I just told you guys, but that's the vibe. Some of you are meant to press forward even if it doesn't look fully perfect right now, okay? Because eventually it's all gonna match up. Others of you, yeah, it'll be the other option that I told y'all about. So, girl, I'm getting tired. I gotta go, y'all. But yes, yes, everybody, that was your spread. Please, actually, let me pull one more. I'm sorry. I was eyeballing it. I was trying not to eyeball it, but I had to. Give me one more closing card. The investigator, Gemini energy, it's giving that. We talked about it with the air, the King of Swords. It was giving that. It was giving air sign. And we got the 12th house. I'm gonna read this because Pisces came out a lot in your spread. So we have Gemini, curious, social. People are gonna be loving you around this time. So those that got social media businesses, you know, if you feel up to it, oh, that's crazy. If some of y'all feel up to it, you know, pursue. But if some of you guys are being led to take a break from social media so that you can reconnect back with yourself, this is almost telling me, like, with this, the World card in this Chariot, this is giving me an energy of like, I'm about to duck off and like level up. But it's not necessarily behind the scenes. It's not that you hide from anybody. It's just you don't really care to check in. I don't know. Anyway, curious, social, knowledgeable, analytical, intellectual, quick-witted, anxious, outgoing, inquisitive, easily bored, ruler of the 3rd house. 12th house, subconscious, all things hidden, limiting beliefs, self-sacrifice, healing, endings, closure, spirituality, isolation, sorrow, intuition, dreams, unseen realm. These are the energies that are really prevalent during this time. And yeah, I hope that gives you guys more clarity on really what to expect, but more so just like analysis of what the energy is, so then you can come to a certain conclusion on how you want to handle that. Okay, so yes, pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys now. Ooh. Pile 3, my last pile. Honey, I just took the biggest break. I thought I was going to do y'all spread tomorrow, but I'm like, I just want to get it over with. Okay, I see fabulous things for you guys. I see the fog clearing up. There is still some fog present, but there's going to be a lot of clarity for you guys. That's a collective message. Also, love is being highlighted here. So I have both of my little furniture pieces. I could not remember which one. Like pile 2 and 3 kept, I don't know, they kept swapping in my mind. And I don't know, so if you're drawn to both, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so you have 2 to 3 people that have noticed you, and I do feel like it's romantically. Also, oh, you like that, you like that. Okay, there's some big blessings coming for you guys. This could be a reward of some sort. You know, this is giving us those treasure vibes. But I do feel like you guys have unlocked and will be unlocking a lot around your gifts regarding clairvoyance. Let me see. Overall intuition, period. There's a lot of seeing here. There's a lot of sight here. If you guys have been doing any manifestations around love, purity, a light candle, things of that nature, yeah. Whatever it was, you may see it come into fruition, like full blown, by the end of this year, okay? So, I don't want this to be long. But let's see, what's gonna be, what's something that my pile 3s need to know right now? We're gonna be looking into the rest of the year, but what's something, okay, resilience. This has been a collective message. This is the first time this card has came out, but I've been talking about this a lot. So you guys definitely might wanna watch the last pile, but you don't got to, girl, this reading was long, okay? I don't blame you if you don't. So we have someone is protecting you from the truth because they are worried about your response. It's not their decision to make you, it's not their decision to make. You're tougher than you think, okay? So let me pull on that really quick. What is this about? Okay. I do feel like there is somebody, this has been coming out in every pile, the Death card and the 3 of Swords. Let me see what's going on here. The Five of Pentacles been coming out. We got the Six of Swords. That has came out. Lord. Okay. And we got the Three of Pentacles. That has also came out. I would not be surprised if y'all were also drawn to the last pile. So before we move forward, I do want to let y'all know, as I look at that card, I'm going to read it both ways. I do think there is a literal ending that may be approaching. And it doesn't have to be a full-blown, I'm cutting the cord, or we're breaking up, or I'm done with this job. But for some of you guys, it's going to be that. But I do see a realization around where things have went wrong and how it can be fixed. Because with this Six of Swords and this Three of Pentacles, that to me is going forward into new territory. Okay, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Girl, did I say 6? Wait, this was giving me the Six of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a Nine of Swords. This has been coming out too. Okay. Okay. Oh, but I'm gonna still go because that was giving me Six of Swords. So listen, a lot of movement in your thoughts. Some of you guys have been going through a lot of anxiety. You may feel like you're picking up on something. I'm not gonna lie, that specific card may mean something for somebody. And I'm gonna just keep it simple. Someone may end up telling you the truth about how they feel. Some of you may feel like you're ready to tell someone the truth. You've been picking up on some energy, or maybe you just don't want to participate anymore, you know, however that resonates in your life. You don't want to participate no more. You want something different. Maybe you're worried about the other person's feelings. But a conversation is going to be had. There is a realization around what works and what is not going to work. However, like I've been telling the whole collective, in order for you to come to that realization, it comes at a price. We have this good balanced energy with this Three of Pentacles. We have teamwork. We have bright ideas. We have coming together, okay? It's giving that. However, I'm not, with that Death card and that Three of Swords and that Five of Pentacles, with now I see it, the Nine of Swords, I feel like there is an awareness around what needs to end. I don't know why I keep picking up on this, but there's an awareness around what has to go. There's an awareness around where we could do better. There's an awareness around what is still hurting us. There's an awareness around our mental health and where it may be declining or where we might be progressing, okay? There is an awareness here, and I feel like at this time, sorry, my boyfriend came out. At this time, ooh, not my dread feeling thin, but I feel like at this time you're being asked to take the awareness, whether, you know, whatever it is, you know, based off of what I just said, and how can you work in conjunction with that? How can you shift? How can you mold this into something that's positive, okay? I'm not saying don't feel these emotions, but I feel like there is this type of vibe where it's like someone is feeling like something is off, but they're not really getting to the root of the issue, or someone knows that they're still not over their ex, but they don't want to, you know, face that and kind of, you know, flow with that energy. And what I mean is, I'm not saying you have to go back to your ex, but sometimes how you feel is just how you feel. So you feeling that energy and then trying to come together to a point where you can like combat that, or, you know, I was going to say mitigate that. Girl, I'm acting like I'm briefing somebody. But literally, it's like flowing with the pain, but then using your experiences to your advantage. You know, I see an end of some sort. I see some shedding. I see an end. I do feel like some of you guys are still going to be attached to whatever this is that you're shedding somewhat. For some of you guys, some of y'all just want to change y'all whole like wardrobe, how you look, you want to move, you kind of want a fresh start. And it's crazy because I see where there's a want for change, right? We're switching into a whole nother thing right now. I see where there's a want for change, but right when it starts to get real, there's this looking back at what once was, remembering all the things that went wrong last time, thinking up all types of shit that could go wrong that hasn't even happened yet, based off of a current perspective that you may have about yourself. So let me see. The thing about it is, where you're headed is to the Ace of Wands. That is an opportunity for some very vibrant energy, creative energy, maybe even a new, you know, romantic partner, you know, a fling. There's new vibrance here, but what's needing to happen? What's the advice? King of Wands. You gotta stand on that shit. You gotta take action. 3 of Wands. But you gotta take action. Now, action is gonna look very different for everyone. We also have the Knight of Cups, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So, consistent action and just action, period, okay? Ooh, we got the Chariot. You guys are being asked to move. What I see for you guys is this energy that I'm talking about, but also movement, action. But like I said, it's not just giving, we're going, we're up and we're going. It's giving, there are some things that I had to feel in order to get to this revelation. There is a kickstart happening for you guys. It's not as brute as the other piles, but I will say your emotions, along with the fire that's going to be relit inside of you, that's coming back. I feel like that started to come back after that retrograde, you know, kind of did its thing. I feel like that is what's going to really push you forward. Use these experiences instead of sulking, or instead of, well, let me not say that. Feel your emotions, but start using that as the light out. For example, let's say if someone grew up in a household that was not ideal, use that, you know, I don't know, that would be the moment, you know, okay, let me say it like this, because I don't want to trigger nobody, but you know, like if you grow up and you're just ready to get out the house, you're ready to be 18, be grown, be out, once your parents start getting on your nerves, and once you start feeling grown, once you just start feeling like the situation is just not serving you, you start to think about all the plans. You get in your hustle mode. You get into, it's like you put yourself into alignment with the goal, and you get the fuck, okay? That's the type of vibe here. So I feel like something is going to, it seems like it's already in your awareness, but I feel like whether you as the viewer, depending on who I'm talking to, whether you're taking that in and seeing it for what it is, or whether we're avoiding it, or whether we're seeing it, we're feeling it, but we're kind of stuck there, or whether we're past that point and you're like, P, I already know this. I feel like these experiences are not meant to linger much longer. They're meant to tap you in, open your perspective, get the mind going, and then it's almost like somewhere down the line, as you're dealing with these emotions, I can see where spirit may be testing y'all, seeing, okay, I want to see how serious you are. I want to see what you're going to do next. I want to see if you're going to value yourself and remove yourself from this situation. I want to see if, even though you don't have everything perfect, I want to know if what you've been praying for and what you've been telling me you're going to do, like, I want to know if you're about what you say. Because sometimes we got to move forward even when it doesn't look perfect, okay? There's better for you guys on the other side. Some of you guys may be moving house. I see something, because we do have that Chariot here, so that could represent a car, moving house, moving on, okay? Moving departments, getting a new job, moving up in regards to subscribers. And this is a very clear energy. Like, this is the clearest. I don't know if it's a steak that I just ate, but honey, this is the clearest. Look, or the pomegranates I just ate. This is the clearest message that then came through. Yes, it's just what are you going to do to get there? Also, those that have businesses, especially revolving around social media, some type of packaging, and you got to send it out, consistency is going to really, really be in your favor. Please do not get caught up on how it looks, and instead make sure that your feet are still pushing forward. So instead of looking down, for example, this is just an example. Instead of you looking down at your feet, wondering what type of shoes you got on and what the pavement's looking like, let's not worry about none of that shit. Let's just worry about getting our muscles to move our feet forward. That's the best way I can describe it, okay? So what would be a beneficial energy to move into? We have wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious is just an excuse for being afraid to take risk and move forward. Don't use this as your excuse to miss out on something amazing. Exactly. Don't let fear make you be looking at the tennis shoes. Okay, what type of shoes we got on, or what type of pavement are we walking on? We just talked about this. Instead, take those chances, move forward, move by faith. That's like the main message that I'm getting for the collective. Walk by faith, not by sight. But also there's a lot of risk energy here. So let me see. If anyone here is thinking about taking some type of risk that involves you having to travel or just take a risk, period. It's like, you know, you finally want to make a video, put it out there. You want to start a business. You want to put out your first poster. You want to sell your first cake or start your bakery business, or you want to move or just take a random trip. You know, be safe, of course, but I see that working in your favor. Allow your emotions to really speak to you, even the ones that don't feel comfortable right now to deal with. You know, a lot of music comes from artists that were going through heartbreak. That's where the most inspiration usually comes from, in my opinion, but also from good stuff too. But use how you're feeling to motivate you. Yes, we have the sun, girl, expression. We have ego, self, personal power, Sunday, Leo, energy, vitality, life force, leadership, pride, health, yang, masculinity. Give me one more, moving forward the rest of the year. That's what you're walking into. It's a vibrant energy. We also have Mars, and it's crazy, you guys, because Aries was definitely underneath the deck. We have ambition, assertive, aggression, war, Aries, Scorpio, Tuesday, confidence, impulsiveness, strength, action, sexuality, passion, desire, determination. One more. Oh, let me just take one. So we have a lot of heat, a lot of spark, diligence with this Capricorn, hard-working energy. We have the CEO, it's giving moolah. We have driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, ruler of the 10th house. So I definitely could see where there could be a conflict of interest between these energies. However, trust yourself. Some of you guys could be in Aquarius. We have Aquarius energy here. We got some Saturn energy here. Let me see. Virgo and more Aquarius. Aries, Leo. Doesn't have to be though. Or just look where those placements are in your chart. That might be highlighted. You about to leave? All right, give me 1 second, you guys. You want to say hi to YouTube? They can't see you. No, don't get up under the camera.
What up, though?
Oh my gosh.
Nah, what's up?
Oh my gosh. Bye, babe.
All right, bye, babe.
I'm almost done.
All right.
Can you?
Work yourself.
Yeah. Can you let me know when you get there?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Unlock the door. All right. Bye-bye. Love you.
Eat?
Yeah, I did both the steaks.
All right, cool.
That's why I got this energy. It felt like spinach to Popeye. All right, bye. Lock the door, please. Back to us. Okay, so driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, ruler of the 10th house. So give me 1 second. I want to kind of blend this. And you know, feel free to pull whatever messages you know you get yourself from this as well, because you may have a better understanding of these planets, these energies, especially, honey, I had to tell, I don't know if it was pile 1 or pile 2. Honey, when I take a break, I take a break, okay? Well, at least now I do. Before I would still be, you know, working. No, I didn't touch these cards. I didn't even walk in this area. Girl, I was starting to have anxiety coming back here because I was like, I need a break. But then I just had to get myself used to sitting back here again, touch my cards, watch a few tarot videos. Girl, I'm like, I don't want to. And it wasn't just with tarot, it's just, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to tap into nobody else's energy. I just wanted to be in my own energy. But I get like that sometimes. When you turn your craft into a business. Anyway, let's see. Can you tell, what's the advice so that my pile 3s can be successful as they move forward through the rest of the year? We have the 2 of Cups. Ooh, look at that, you guys. The 2 of Cups, the King of Cups. What is this? Okay, okay. I told y'all love was coming through. And the Knight of Wands. Who the hell is that? Wait a second. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a lot of, okay. We got a lot of people here. What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on, pile 3? It's giving options. Let me see. Why the King of Cups? Is this a person? What is this? Okay, so that's the energy. Why the Knight of Wands? Why the Knight of Wands? That's definitely a person. Okay. And all right. Wow. Okay. So you guys are going to be looking attractive. Did I tell y'all that y'all gonna have at least 2 to 3 options? I swear I said something like that, but I can see that here. One of them you are familiar with. Wow. Hold on. I just don't want to go there. Okay, this is not for everybody. We're not trying to talk about the exes, but for some of you guys that were in a relationship where it was like marriage, or you're kind of in separation with someone that you're married, you know, I don't know. I'm not married, honey. Like, you know, like, what is it? Like, y'all are separated. Is that what it is? I don't fucking know. I don't know. There's someone that is still wanting to pursue you. They see you as the one. I don't know how you feel. Or maybe this person was recently married. I don't know. It's messy. But I do feel like there's a decision that you guys will be making around a person or persons. Okay, we have a Knight of Wands and we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have a King of Cups here. Oh, well, that was, you know, the Sun. Oh my gosh, baby, you can have whatever you like. Ooh, ooh, who's pile 3? Pile 3. Okay, it's giving. I can have everyone at the same time if I want to. Okay, so let me just talk to someone. There's something going on here. Wow, I can't, girl, the way this energy is coming through, I can't even remember what the question was. But what I will say is, there's good energy around love, okay? For those that are single, even if you're not single, I mean, who are you? You can't control who attracted to you, girl. But there's a lot of attraction around you, and it's crazy because some of y'all are not interested in love. You're cool with the flings. You're cool with people wanting you, but you don't want to get too serious. What I do see happening, I see that. It's funny because I see you guys like a kid in a candy store. You know, you're ready to have fun. You're ready to experience life. But there are other people that want to experience you. Possibly to, it's almost like I could hear somebody saying, damn, it's not time for this right now. Or I'm not really, like, I'm not looking for nothing serious. I'm still kind of moving and grooving. You guys are like experiencing things, but you're detached. That may be an issue for some people, I don't know, but I will say if you guys have options, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not telling you to be a hoe or nothing, but I will say you have options, and I don't think you should just tie yourself down to just one. Not the way this energy is going. You could have whatever you like. Let them work for you. We got the 2 of Wands here. Some of you guys are gonna figure out that some of the options that you got, they good for that time, but honey, we got bigger and better things. We got bigger fish to fry with that Sun card. There's hella energy here. Okay, give me a second, because, okay. Hold on. The rest of 2022. Wow. Oh, did I tell y'all? Okay, so let me tell y'all. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I don't care. I didn't like this movie. The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I watched it yesterday. It's my first time watching it, but I watched it because I'm like, I do got a deck and I want to use it tomorrow. I didn't like that shit. They were singing way too much. Oh, you guys, they were singing way too much. Like, that's even with Tyler Perry's stuff. I have to, you know, I have to hit the fast forward and then I watch, you know. But even his stuff don't have all that shit. I had to ask. I'm like, babe, is this a musical? Is this a musical? Like, is this the musical version? What is going on? Man, we got to the last part after I was already annoyed as fuck. I knew he was annoyed too. He was just trying to watch it because I always say, you know, want to watch what I be watching. Because, girl, the other day I watched Hocus Pocus 2 like 3 times in a row and he was so bad. But, yeah, I'm like, okay. So that last part for those that watched it where they were like on the hill, but I think she was on the hill. And the doctor, he had got a new partner. I don't know, the one with the big head. You know what I'm talking about, girl. I was like, man, she walked up on that little hill. I looked at my boyfriend. I said, babe, if they start singing, well, I said, if she starts singing, turn this shit off. Girl, he starts singing. Jack, or whatever his name is, he was at the bottom singing. I said, babe, turn it off. We're done with this. Put on the History Channel. You know, I love a good History Channel. That's so funny. I was just about to say I love to learn and we have a teacher. And you know, that's what's so funny. I feel like I like this energy because this is an energy that is very, whoever you guys are, you're smart. And there's like something here about hard work, dedication. Your discipline is going to get you very far. You guys have a way, or will have a balance of how to be disciplined and how to be, you know, vavoom, go, go, go. You know, it's a balance between that fire, yeah, and that earth. I was gonna say something else. Hold on, let me crack my neck. Girl, I gotta take a walk. Ooh, get these muscles together before Monday, girl. Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of I like that. Actually, I don't like that. You're taste testing. I see a detached energy, but like I was saying, I like this because you guys don't, it's not pressure. It's not a bunch of pressure. I mean, you're the pressure, of course, but I don't know, I just like this energy. I can't explain what this is. It just seems like instead of you just being so tied down to one thing, the mind is open and the taste buds are ready. It's a taste test type of shenango right now. Let me see if I can pull another card because I don't know how to explain this. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. So, stuck energy. So I feel like there is somebody in the chat. I talked about this in pile 2, talked about it a little bit in pile 1. For some of you guys, you know, I can't tell you what to do. You know, you got to learn yourself, you know, but I'm going to still say what I need to say. There's so much light in this spread. Anything that has been hidden from you or deception that has been hidden from you from other people will be revealed. So if you are thinking about taking someone back, or if you have been still messing with that person that kind of screwed you over a little bit before, but you want to give them another chance, or if there's someone new coming in and you know you're not really sure how to read it, I'm telling you, by the end of 2022, you're gonna have the answers. Now, whether you decide to see it, Susan, that's not on me. But the clarity is definitely coming. Hidden motivations, people's true feelings, your true feelings about everything. It's like I'm getting a vibe of someone being tired of the same thing. And whatever this same thing is, it seems like, you know, like you see him, he's on this car. It's a hoopty, you know? And he's stuck. It's like, you know, what are we thinking about? Do you have someone to call? Should we even try to invest in this car, or should we go get something new? Basically, that rainbow is right above them. And I just feel like there's this energy for some of you guys. You know, some of y'all are already out. You're like, oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to get lively. But for those that have kind of been, you know, what's the word? They straddling the fence. Yeah. I almost feel like there's this carrot dangling above y'all, a rainbow carrot or something, and it's like y'all have gotten some type of glimpse, or you will get some type of glimpse around what you could have. Okay, for example, for my people who have businesses, have you ever had just a month that was so good that you was making bank rolls? Okay, you were making bank and you were like, damn. And then maybe the next month it wasn't as good, you know, but you ain't tripping. I'm telling y'all, God be trying to show y'all this is what you could have. It'd be like a taste test. It's like a spoiler, like a, what's the word, girl? Bring it to me, bring it to me. Nope, I don't know the word, but I'm sure you'll fill it in, honey. Ooh, okay, so what's going on? What's really holding y'all back? Let me see, for those where it's gonna resonate, let me get back into this. For those that feel this energy, because I'm getting this vibe that some of y'all are feeling what I'm saying, but it's like when I look down, you're in some type of cement, like you're stuck in there, like it's covering your feet. So my whole analogy from earlier won't apply to y'all if y'all can't move. So what's keeping those, no, too fast, from my power 3, what may be keeping them stuck that they need to be aware of as they move towards this last part of 2022? Ooh, well, excuse me. We have the Hierophant. I mean, well, what is it? Is it a marriage? Is it a relationship? Is it the same traditional mundane regimen? Is it just your regimen period and you want to switch it up? Some of y'all want to do something different, but maybe someone else doesn't want you to. For example, you could want to pursue one thing and live life one way. Maybe your partner doesn't want that, or maybe they don't want to move where you want to move. Maybe they don't want to have kids, but you do, and that's a deal breaker. Maybe you want to go to a specific college, but your parents want you to stay home. They feel like you could just go right down the street, which is nothing wrong with that. Or you could stay local. Why you want to go to Florida? Why you want to go to that HBCU? It's like, what you doing? But it's like, this is my life. Like, I'm ready to do this. And some of you guys, this is the thing. I like this energy for you guys because some of you do have a tendency, from what I'm seeing, take it for resonates, to, I don't know if it's other people's expectations, or I don't know if something that someone has told you. This could be a very, I don't want to say a super controlling parent, but a parent that, you know, kind of instills something in you. So there's like fear when you move to try to do things. I don't know. But all I'm going to say is it's time to do you. Yeah, you thought I was going to get elaborate. I'm not. It's really just coming down to that. We have the Tower. The breakdown is coming. So I do see for the collective, this shit was coming out. There is like a Tower moment, I do feel like, for the collective, but it's going to feel different for everyone. And I feel like overall it's leading to a very, very positive spot. Anytime I think of the Tower, it's the shit that needed to go getting gone. Okay? It's the shit. The shots, okay? It's the stuff that needed to be revealed becoming revealed. Okay? There's something here that I do feel like is going to happen between now and the end of the year that's going to cause radical change. Now, for some of you guys, it will be very spontaneous. For others, I feel like the momentum has already been building. Whether, you know, whenever this change happens, whether you're aware that it's going to change like this. For example, like I had some stuff happen, you know, who would have thought I was going to end up doing tarot? I don't know. There's something here that's going to like miraculously, I don't want to say miraculous, that's a little dramatic, but it's going to change. And your views, like your traditional views on something will change. And that's what's going to help push you into a direction that makes you see from a broader perspective. And I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to get confused. Moving on. Ooh, actually, tell me about this conflict. Why the conflict? You know, that mountain, I don't know if this is like responsibilities or if this is like a parental figure or just people putting a lot of pressure on you. I don't know, but we do have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We got the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I was getting this. There is somebody, and you know who you are. I don't know if this is the mother of your child, the father of your child. You know, they've been on bullshit. This is not the first time that they've been on bullshit. I know. Give me a second. I gotta get specific. There may be a little bit of a appearance. I just keep hearing an appearance. There's an appearance from someone here. For some of y'all, it is the mother of your child. For others, it could be someone that you dealt with, a past friend. Someone is gonna make a appearance, let's just say it like that, and it's very unexpected, and it may lead to some type of conflict. I see that here. Let me see if I can find out who the fuck it is. Who is this person? I wrote it twice. Oh, I was about to say Brittany, Stephanie, Gemini. Why do I always look at this and not know what it is, girl? What is that? Aquarius? Girl, I'm dusty right now. I'm super dusty. I think that's Aquarius. Okay, so we got an air sign in the building. Not them making my sign look bad. Well, I don't know. Maybe you did something to them. I don't know. They want to talk, though. This is a friend. Okay? This is someone that you saw like family. Oh no, you could have lived with this person. There was a close-knit bond here. There was a sense of loyalty. I don't feel like y'all have been in communication, obviously, because I wouldn't be talking about it like this. But this sporadic pop-up might lead to an argument, depending on how you take the conversation, how they take it, or even if you talk to them, period. I don't know, because for some of y'all, I don't feel like you really want to talk, but someone has something to say. It's crazy. I'm telling y'all, when y'all start to get going, when you start feeling vibrant again, you know, you feeling good, it's like that's when the bullshit come. Yeah. Okay, but what I'm hearing is trust yourself. You got all the tools that you need in order to, you know, not fall back into old habits. You don't have to slap that bitch. You don't. It's like, no, let me stop. Okay, let's see. How are finances looking for my viewers? I keep hearing they want to tie me down. Finances, we have the Devil and we have the Empress. So, you guys are very charismatic. I see a lot of people wanting to be around you, partake in what you got going on. I see y'all grinding. Some of y'all, if y'all have any type of businesses that involve showing your body, makeup, hair, skin, nails, like beauty stuff, or weight loss, something to do with the body and just how you appear. Yeah, like we got that Capricorn and that Taurus energy coming through here. Be careful of being a workaholic. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna work in your favor, at least from what I'm seeing. I see a lot of people wanting to be around you. You're very attractive. The Empress, you know, it gives what it needs to give. However, with that Devil card, some of y'all get in a trance with the money. Don't let the money, they say money is the root of all evil. Don't let the money make you start jumping through hoops and Fruit Loops that you ain't never did before. Judgment. Okay, I gotta take it back. Give me 1 second. Why judgment? Okay, you guys, let me tell y'all. Good energy here, but please don't get carried away. This is definitely giving me a little bit of selling your soul. I know that's a little dramatic, but is it? You know, because that shit is real. It's something big here when it comes to your finances. Some of you want to sign a deal, and you know, if it's meant for you, you know, don't let P talk you out of it. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of big energy around something to do with your finances. Y'all may be getting noticed. Those that have social media platforms or do anything beauty. He looks, I hate looking at him. I'm sorry. Who's calling me? Because it's really not the time. Oh, low power. Period. We're about to be done. Anyway. We got that Page of Wands. There's a lot coming down. Okay. All I'm going to say is use your discernment. Be careful of getting burnt out. Be careful of taking on too much too soon out of excitement. However, if you feel like there's an opportunity that's meant for you, you know, of course, talk to God and, you know, move and press on, okay? But make sure that when you go into, there's something that you might be going into. I don't like this Judgment card. It's almost like, y'all watch the documents that you sign between now and the end of the year. Make sure you read the fine print. All I'm getting, especially with him here with this candle, I just keep hearing, don't get too thirsty. I know, right? I just keep hearing like, don't get too flighty with this. There's something to do with finances. Don't get too flighty. For example, this is not everybody's situation, but just to kind of give a real world example, and then you have to get creative and be like, okay, how can I apply this? Okay, maybe I could take that out, add this in, whatever, right? Some of y'all have very beautiful singing voices. You are very talented in a specific area. You work solo, independent, okay? You got somebody coming around that sees your talent, you know? I don't know how they're presenting themselves to you. Maybe they seem like they're the real deal, but then you sign that paper and you're like, damn, I should have just stayed independent, or damn, I probably should have just continued to do my own thing, or damn, I probably shouldn't have took on, well, really any of this, or just took on as much as what was presented. There's something here. All I'm gonna say is make sure you check the background of this messenger, whoever this is that's gonna be offering you this, okay? If this is a whole entity as far as a job, be careful of what you're signing. All I'm gonna say is read the fine print. Make sure y'all are reading before y'all sign, okay? Y'all know how y'all just be going on websites just accepting the cookies. This is not that type of situation. You gotta read this. This is where I don't know what this is. This needs to be looked at. Regardless though, you know, we all make mistakes. So if you decide not to, you know, of course you got to use your judgment. This has the potential to create a lesson. There's a lesson in this. It will be humbling, but you will bounce back. Let me see something here. Can you tell me a little bit more about this Judgment? The Hangman. Girl, don't you think twice before you just jump the gun with something. There's more information that will reveal itself to you, but please. And it's crazy, the Chariot card is here. So I can't really tell y'all what to do, because some of y'all, this may be a good move. This Chariot could talk about Xing that out and moving in a different direction, doing your own thing, solo dolo, not selling yourself short. Then there's this energy of, you know, reflecting first. Something about this I don't really trust though, depending on who I'm talking to, but I can't do it all. You gotta use your discernment. But I do see some, there's something big happening when it comes to finances and career for some of you, okay? Don't you let your boss try to talk you into a certain position. Something seems like it's good, but then it's like it's lowballing you. I don't know. Okay, what about love? Can you tell me about love? Oh, I see some sex coming through. Okay, I gotta stop. Patreon, now on Patreon. Okay, we have, listen, 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Period. Okay. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Love is fabulous. Like I said, we're not really worried about it. You do got some, you know, people kill me. I don't know who the fuck this is. This could be a Capricorn. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is weird because, so someone is sulking. Girl, this is the scene, but she was up there, the girl, and they were singing. Girl, I had to cut it off. But someone is sulking about you, okay? I don't know if they see you with someone else or if there's just an energy. Sometimes people don't have to see you moving, grooving, and, you know, riding solo dolo or riding with someone. You know, you got a +2, +3. I don't know. But someone's in their feelings about you. I don't know. I feel like they think that you're already kind of getting away from them. Whoever this is, they felt like they had you on a lock and key. They could have been controlling. Maybe you really cared about how they felt about you. You didn't really branch out. And now you do that. You're very stable. Whoever this is, this could have been someone that was very intimidated by the fact that you really didn't need them financially. And also at the fact that you expected them to be how we say evenly yoked. You got the bread, so they gotta come with the bread, or they gotta come with something, some type of stability, okay? A lot of your qualities that this person may not have seen before, it seems like they were very focused on keeping you trapped. Every time I start talking about exes and stuff, it's a gnat that just comes and I'll try to catch it. I can't catch it. I hate gnats. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because the window is right here. I don't got no food back here. I don't eat back here. What the fuck? Anyway, okay. So, yeah. There's certain qualities about you that are starting to stick out to somebody that I feel like has already had a chance with you. I'm picking up on two different people. But woe is me. The thing about this is, and then some of the people that are kind of looking, you got some real nosy people wanting to know what you got going on. They're real nosy. Somebody's, or it's somebody's. There you got a group of people that are very nosy about how you make your money. I just thought of that Nicki Minaj lyric. I want more cheese, lots and lots of cheese, okay? Four of Swords. What y'all been doing? Let me finish one thought after another. I'll come back to this. You guys look good. Some of you guys are getting thick. Even if you put a little weight on and you don't like it, it's okay. It look good to everyone. I'm seeing that here. Your cooking skills are phenomenal. I don't know. It's almost like somebody from your past is definitely seeing you differently, which is crazy because I feel like all of these qualities were there before, but they were not really looking at you in your entirety. Instead, they were trying to keep you bottled up. It's like it was more of a control thing. Ew, get rid of them. Anyway. Love though, for those that are in a connection, in a relationship, and it's going well, I see really good energy here. Your boo wants you to spice it up, sharing is caring. I don't know if you bought your person like a gift this month, or if you did something extra like cook for them, or bought their favorite meal, or surprised them with something that they like. Bought some type of perfume or cologne, they would really appreciate it, okay? For somebody, it's a game system or some type of shoes, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. What's the concern? Some of y'all took a break. And the thing about it is, people know you're a very strong individual. You took a break, you got people worried. You took a rest, you got people worried. I don't know why people are very concerned with somebody here. There's a lot of talk about you. You got the Page of Cups, Page of Wands. This could even be good talk, like attraction. But when you take a break, it gets people. Like if people don't see you going out to that club that you normally go out to, people are going to ask about it. Like your presence, you don't just go unnoticed. Like people are going to be like, oh, damn, I ain't seen Pile 3 in a while. You know where they been? Type shit, okay? So let's see. The blessings coming through. Blessings. Prosperity. We knew it. Okay. Empowerment. I'm telling you, you're feeling very confident. Something that needs to be worked on. Well-being. Okay, exactly. I feel like even as we were talking about like the shit. Okay, I'm not gonna mess it up. But remember how I was telling y'all about, we had the Devil card and we had the Empress. Right here we have prosperity, we got empowerment, but something that has came up to work on is well-being. Like I said earlier, there's this energy, this vibe of like really having your shit together in regards to like money, like maybe like a workaholic, really getting to it, but then you end up burnt out. So now my camera's shutting off. We don't fucking do that when I'm talking, okay? But let me tell you, let me stop. But prosperity and empowerment, big things, confidence, how you feel about yourself, being around people that lift you up, aren't jealous, things like that. Watching what you intake, whether it's through your mind, your soul, spirit, mouth, okay, whatever. But like, whatever your routine is to get money, to get into this prosperous energy, don't lose sight of anything else, like your well-being. Like yeah, you might be pushing, this is just an example, yeah, you might be pushing 50 videos, but where is your self-care? Yeah, you might be staying up late getting shit done, but you're also trying to build muscle and you're not sleeping enough. Like, it's going to be different for everybody. Ever since I got back into my gym stuff, I've been using all those analogies. But yeah, I see good stuff here. Let me see. Are there any difficulties? Let me see other difficulties. Something, a struggle that may occur. Something else. True love. Some of you guys are going to have to, you know, see something for what it is. And, yeah. It's because I do feel like there is someone here that is playing it safe. Something or somebody may be comfortable. That may have been the person that you were planning with. And for some of you guys, maybe that is the person. I don't know, who am I? But I feel like once that Mars energy gets turned on and that Leo energy gets turned on and we get turned the fuck up, it's really no looking back. We're done with safety. We're done with, I mean, we want to be, you know, cautious and or like smart about our decisions, but whoever this person is that I see you guys walking into, this is someone that is feeling like gold. They're feeling like money. They're not really, yeah, they might be scared on the inside, but they're not acting on that. Instead, it's like when you start to feel fearful, instead of like shying away from whatever it is that you're fearing, you embrace it. Like, for example, maybe you're scared of relationships and meeting people, but you know, when you start to get real scared and get anxious, maybe you go around somebody and you know, you become intimate. I don't know, bad example, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's like some of y'all is taking risk in the love department with somebody that you know is not good, but you being real cautious with an opportunity that you know is gonna get you a brand new beginning. You know it is. It's like, we gotta start, you know, we gotta make some decisions around that. Now, I do feel like for those that are looking for love and, you know, the X thing doesn't apply, I do feel like what's going to help you to get into a specific vibration that you may be trying to reach, which I feel like a lot of y'all is kind of already in it, but self-love and trying things new. I'm not going to get into it on here, but getting in touch with your body and certain parts of sexual energy is going to really help you guys as well. Okay, so let me see. An angel number 7. Oh, let's see. 7. That's so funny. This was the clearest pile. And thank you, Lord. Because, honey, I was going down the drain. I don't even know what I was saying. I mean, I never really know what I'm saying there. But I don't really know what I said. I was so tired. Okay, let me see. We have 7. I am brilliant. Is period. Okay, it's giving that. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual plane gives you a greater awareness than most. Y'all definitely might want to watch the last pile, but that's the vibe, like that right there. And it's crazy because we do see a lot of like uncovering type of, I don't know, like we had the hidden motivation, we had, I don't know, there's a lot of awareness, like a lot of things that are going to be shown to you, like I already said, so why am I repeating myself? But I don't know, I really like this spread. It's not as, don't got me all ungrounded. But let me see, for those that have businesses, those that are going to be successful, I mean, and your business might not come up, but that don't mean nothing. Those that psychology, you deal with mental health, connecting dots, letting go, positivity, brain, nervous system, indigo child. So those that may have careers that involve like the mind, you are learning tasks associated with your world service. That's another thing. There's a strong curiosity around knowledge. So this would be a fabulous time between now and the end of the year, or even just making it a practice to find something that you like to research, or even if it's multiple topics, and then indulging in that and just learning new things. Some of you guys, yeah, your purpose, this is a big pile in regards to like, I mean, all the piles are really coming through powerful, but something about you guys, like there's a specific purpose, and I feel like you guys are a little bit more clear on that, or that may be something that might be coming into focus before the end of the year, at least a piece of it, honey. Okay, because do we ever really fully know? Okay, things to look forward to, or just anything. Give me the vibe and then tell me how to present it. Okay, I see you meeting some friends. Oh yes, we got some Libra energy. It's giving. Okay, we got Virgo, we got Cancer, we got Aquarius. So I see you meeting some friends. I do see you forming some emotional connections. Home. Some of you guys might want to go back home, see family. Some of you guys might be hearing from family. I see some family issues resolving. I see a routine of yours getting perfected, and I see balance around what you got going on, routine wise. Health, I do feel like it's going to be a priority, and finding a balance between, you know, because honey, let me tell you something. Even though I've been doing great with my diet, I believe in balance, you know. I have a sweet tooth sometimes. Like this morning, I made me some sourdough for the fiber. Some sourdough French toast. Got my protein in there with my egg, you know, and everything. You know, made it with my almond milk. And then, oh, I love blueberry pie filling. I put like a little, like 1/3 on there, 1/3 cup. Oh, it was so good. But I have a balance. And then, you know, later on I had some turkey meat, mushrooms, and Greek yogurt for the protein, and some ranch seasoning. I don't know. I just feel like there's a balance, and you can create your own routine and find perfection in that without having to fall in line with what everybody else wants you to do. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, my back. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that's already done. It's not that I don't care about y'all, I do, but honey, I be working out every day. I be tired, I wake up early. Okay, so let me see. Messages, ending message from my pile 3. Ending message from my pile 3. Yeah, y'all definitely got some love options for sure. You know what song just came to me? Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that. So yo, hold up, it's coming. Y'all nigga move that dope. Wait, y'all nigga move that dope. I can't even get the beat. Damn, this is a real big energy about move, go. Fly trap, getting stuck in sticky situations. Ooh, I told y'all there's something that I do see, and I do feel like it has to do with like a person. I don't know if it's a fling or a past person, but you're gonna gain clarity on that situation once you kind of put yourself in that situation. You know, we love putting ourselves in a sticky situation, but it's all leading you to the same place of clarity and, you know, feeling good about yourself and, you know, awareness. Your food is being highlighted right now. Some of you guys, if it resonates, consider changing your diet. We also have transform your life. Yeah, you guys are being called. There's a major level up that's already taken place, but you guys are really being called to think about what it is that you want and start to transform your life to match that. You don't have to spend a bunch of money or pretend or not be authentic. Like, it's just, what do you want? Okay, how can you start to work towards that? You know, how can you become more disciplined, or how can you step into your grown woman era? Do we need to change our wardrobe? Whatever it is, honey. Okay, I gotta get up. But yeah. So yeah, you guys, that was your spread, honey. These quads is hurting, okay? But that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the top.
Hella shameless, necklace on me decorated. All this got me feeling jaded. Hold up, I'll be waiting. Bad thing on my radar. Told me that I'm in a playlist. Flower bomb, she a lotus. Got me thinking that I'm famous. I remember when I prayed for this. No sleep, cause I'm anxious. All this shit for entertainment.